The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. TWT is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounded you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so he straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. TWT, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
You're living crazy, that's the only way to go tonight. Been enjoying yourself, but do what you want. Friday night, do what you wanna do. This ain't no running mind. It's against the Caroline.
Al Green.
Okay.
I'm so in love with you. Oh, whatever you want to do.
I'm talking about Tony.
It's alright with me. Cause you make.
Yeah, go ahead.
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, so done with it. So
What's good, family? What's good with y'all? Good Friday to the family, man. We back again. Back again for another dope boxing conversation. What's good with the family, man? Did y'all get y'all lessons yet? Did y'all DM me yet, man? My inbox should be blowing up. Miss Joette, salute to the queen. How you feeling? One of my favorite people. How you feeling, Miss Joette? William, old school, my brother. What's going on, Will? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. How y'all feeling? JJ, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man? I just got some weird news before I got up here. Like, talk about bad timing, man. But I'm gonna ignore it, and we gonna have this live, man. We gonna have us a good boxing conversation as we always do. Salute to the fam. Y'all punch the like button as we get started. How y'all feeling on this Good Friday, man? Oh, excuse me. Hope everybody's feeling good, man. I'm trying to get through another good day. Trying to have another good day. And I hope y'all having a good day, man. But we gonna get into it, man. We got a few things to chop it up about. Y'all know how we do over here, man. Seen a few things to talk about, man. I seen Oscar De La Hoya kind of, tearing into Canelo a little bit, man. And him and Eddie Hearn exchanging some words. I see it's, he has some interesting things to say about I'm trying to be. I ain't gonna lie. It's like the worst timing that you can get news. Like right minutes before you go live is like crazy. But I'm gonna ignore it, man. I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna do my best to ignore it. Man. But yeah, man. So Oscar, he has some interesting things to say about Canelo Alvarez in terms of him the fighter, and he say, flat out, he felt like he's regressing and ducking David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? He said he's fighting nobodies but European fighters. I mean, this is a lot of the stuff that I've been saying. You get what I'm saying? Tired, had to leave work at 5 a.m. So I'm tired. I'm delirious. Hope you get some rest. Well, man, I appreciate you always showing love, always showing up, man. Appreciate you. It doesn't go unnoticed, bro. And I do appreciate y'all. So, man, you make sure you get you some rest when you could, man. But yeah, Oscar has some, some interesting things to say. And, some people are calling it hate and things like that. But I don't think it's hate. It's real. You get what I'm saying? I just don't think that you can turn pro at 15 years old, have 17 years of pro experience. You get what I'm saying? You got more years of pro experience, you know what I'm saying, than you was when you first turned pro, if that makes sense. Like you was 15, you got 17 years. You get what I'm saying? You've been in boxing 2 more years longer than when the year you started. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Y'all get what I'm saying? So I just don't think you can have that many fights, have that kind of wear and tear, and without slowing down. And to say somebody is regressing after 60 plus fights, bro, 17 years, more than 15 years of a combat sport, a sport that you can't play. You got to just think about all the training camps, the sparring rounds, like the road work, like you name it, like that. Boxing is physically demanding as it gets. You get what I'm saying? You need your whole body to be able to perform at the top level, right? So I think when Oscar say these things, some people might take it as sour grapes or take it, with a bit of salt. But I don't think you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you can, because I mean, you can if you want to, but I don't think you should, because you just got to think about it. I think these are things that Oscar felt even when they were together. You get what I'm saying? I think these are things Oscar even seen while they were still cool. But, it's easier to say these things when you no longer in business with that person, or you no longer, benefit from this person fighting. So basically, without Canelo being with Oscar, makes it a lot easier for him to critique him and speak on what he think of Canelo as a fighter, and if whether or not he really truly feels like he's regressing. And I just don't think. I think it's something there. It's more than just hate or sour grapes at this point. Jim, my bro, what's good with it, Jim? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through on this Good Friday. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button. We're going to cook for a little bit, man. We're going to cook on this Good Friday. Hopefully all y'all feeling good in the building. I'm trying to push through this bad news, you know what I'm saying, and treat it like it ain't even happened. But we gonna keep building, y'all. So again, y'all, like I said, I'm gonna play a clip from Oscar De La Hoya, man. He has some interesting things to say, and like I said, you just gotta factor some things in when you think of Canelo. It's not about it being hate. You get what I'm saying? It's an honest critique if you think about it, because if you look at his history. And it's a reason why I put these certain fighters in this thumbnail like this. You know what I'm saying? Because this was a picture that was posted. And this is an illustration of the guys, several of the guys that he fought. This is about 7 of his opponents. You get what I'm saying? So this dude, when he say he's fighting, UK and Euro fighters, like just look at the screen. Like, how is that a lie? It's not. This, you know what I'm saying? Fate, my bro. What's good with it, Fate? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you stopping through, my bro. You get what I'm saying? You look at this thumbnail and you look at these fighters. Is that Matthew Hatton? You got Liam Smith, Callum Smith, Rocky Fielding. You get what I'm saying? Amir Khan, Billy Joe Saunders. Like, that is a Euro tour, bro. That's a Euro tour if I ever seen one. And then you got John Ryder. You get what I'm saying, bro? Like, you can't make this stuff up. Like, it's time for people to really hold this quote unquote face of boxing accountable. And it's a little annoying that every time somebody has an honest critique of this guy, it's interpreted as hate. Nobody in boxing is above criticism, bro. Nobody is above getting critiqued by anybody. You get what I'm saying? You in a sport where it's an entertainment sport. Everything in the entertainment industry gets some type of criticism. Everybody, even if it's fair or not. But I think in this case, it's a little bit fair because you got to think about what he's saying. And then, like I said, you got to think about where Canelo is in his career. And salute the Blue Blood Sports. You know, we all rock with Blue Blood. Salute the Blue. And he dropped the video and, you know, it sounded like, you know, Canelo was damn near alluding to, you know, if not retiring, he's alluding to he ain't got that much longer in the sport. He don't even sound like he knows what's going on after a potential fight with Bivol. And I'm still a little skeptical that fight gonna happen. Like, he gonna be pretty damn brave, like, to take another fight with a guy that dominated him the way Bivol did. Like, he's pretty damn brave, and some would say stupid. Boxing MMA 365, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. And my tank analysis was to win vid, bro. You did. Bet, man. I gotta check it out. Wait, you posted it up already? So yeah, man, like I said, man, every time somebody has an honest critique of Canelo, it can't always be hate. Everybody's not hating. You get what I'm saying? Some people just keeping it real or telling, you know what I mean, what they really feel like it is. I'm gonna play this clip from Oscar, man. Like I said, I feel like the criticism was honest, like, and it's easier for Oscar to say these things now that they're not together. You know what I'm saying? Oscar ain't making no money off.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Canelo,
Marcos
so he
Villegas,
can
Fight
talk a
TV,
little
being
bit
joined
freely.
with Oscar
You know what I'm
De La
saying?
Hoya. Oscar, I don't know how much time I got with you, so I'm going to try to shoot out as many as I can. Canelo announced his fight against John Ryder. Just your thoughts overall of the matchup when you think about it.
This is Oscar De La Hoya,
by the way. You took a deep breath. Yeah, exactly. No, I think that, look, I think it's great. I think it's great that Canelo Alvarez is going back to his roots. He's going back to his hometown. I think it's special. I think it's a great thing. We were actually Golden Boy, the last promoter to promote him in his hometown, I believe 12 years ago. So it makes me happy that he's going back. And he's doing it for his people. He's doing it for the Mexicans in Guadalajara, and so it makes me really happy he's doing that. But in terms of opposition, I'm not sure exactly what direction he wants to go.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's regressing inside the ring. He's regressing in terms of picking opponents, and he's fighting all these British fighters, and like it does nothing to his legacy. So I don't know whose fault that is. I mean, I don't want to mention anything, but I think Canelo should really analyze carefully who he wants to fight next, whether it's Bivol, whether it's Munguia. But he has to step up and fight the tough opposition, the tough guys, the guys who are out there.
That's right, man. That's right.
It's not the John Ryders of this world. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the ones
and that's not hate, bro. That's facts. John Ryder is not no top fighter, bro. He's not a name. He's not a name in the division. He's not on the level of a Canelo Alvarez.
People know, where people have to guess who's gonna win, where people have to really think about it, really hard, like who is gonna win this fight. And so it's just like Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. It's a pick'em fight. It's a fight that and when you have those pick'em fights,
appreciate you stopping
brings
through.
boxing back to the glory days. So yeah,
yeah, that's what it's all about.
Speaking of Ryan and Gervonta,
That don't sound like nothing he said. Sound like hate to me.
More into it than what it really is, or is it something that's kind of a legit concern for a fighter to come in and not be able to rehydrate on a second weigh-in and then just have only a few hours to hydrate to whatever their weight is fight night?
Well, it's a legit concern if you're not a professional. Ryan Garcia is a professional. What people don't really know about him is that he trains hard. He's dedicated. He's devoted.
Even his promoter is shooting down the whole notion that the rehydration clause is going to be a problem.
It's annoying.
But yet and still, we making it a big deal out of it. People are.
But Ryan Garcia wanted this fight badly.
Exactly.
He was gonna do whatever possible to make this fight happen, and here we are. April 22nd. It's gonna be the biggest fight of the year by far. So the fact that he had to give concessions, I think it shows you the character of Ryan Garcia. He's a fighter. He's a warrior, and so I think the rehydration clause is going to be no problem.
I gotta get this last one in. Are you guys going to sign Crawford to fight Rocha? Is that the next fight for you guys?
We're working on it now. I know there is a time period that's going to expire, but and then possibly go into a purse bid. But we'll see what happens. We're actively working on it now.
All right, Oscar. Good chatting with you. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Man, and that's Oscar De La Hoya. Like I said, man, he has some interesting things to say about Canelo. And again, when you just put his career in perspective and how long he's been a pro and how many over 60 plus fights, you got to really consider wear and tear. And when you see the way he approaches fights, when you see the way they play out and what effort he's putting forth, you can't honestly wholeheartedly tell me that that's the same guy that he was a few years ago. You get what I'm saying? And you can see it. It's noticeable. Like from an activity standpoint, even from an effort standpoint, sometimes like that whole going in there, he did the same thing twice essentially in two fights. He went out there with Dimitri Bivol, right? He went out there and he blasted away for about 4 or 5 rounds with power shots. He blew his load, and then he was basically a sitting duck, and he was food for the rest of the fight for Bivol. You get what I'm saying? Even Bivol said it. Like he blew his load, and he basically was throwing a bunch of arm punches after that and getting, combinations strung together and put together on him. And again, he just looked bad. So he went out there after he lost to him. He went out there with Triple G in that trilogy, and he did the same thing. Went out there, threw a bunch of hard punches for about the first quarter of the fight, first 4 rounds or so. And then he settled right down, and he just went through the motions of the fight, and he just did enough to win. It wasn't spectacular. It wasn't overly exciting. I can't lie. I'm not trying to diss him to be funny. That was by far one of the most boring Canelo fights that I've ever watched. You get what I'm saying? That was a very boring Canelo fight for me. You get what I'm saying? And I just didn't enjoy it. And it wasn't no hate involved in it. It just was what it was. You get what I'm saying? It looked like a sparring match. It looked like two guys that didn't looking at that fight. If we didn't know that they fought twice already, we wouldn't have known that was the third fight, is what I'm saying. Canelo's losing his ability little by little. Facts, fate. Like he just ain't the same guy. And again, I don't expect him to be with the amount of miles and years that he got on him under his belt. Like, even though he's only 32, that's a much older 32 when you got over 60 fights. If you look at the average fighter right now that's in boxing, that's 32 years old. They don't even have, you get what I'm saying? These dudes don't even be having 30 fights, let alone 60. It's 62. You know what I'm saying? So I just think the wear and tear is real. The fact that he's regressing is not a slight to him. Is human nature, man. Like, you get old, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, boxing take a toll on the body. Everybody knows that. So you can't be forever young. Not in the sport. Not in this sport you can't. And not with all the fights. And you get what I'm saying? Just think about the training camps. And then in between that, you think of the injuries and things like that. And it's always, you just got to consider those things. They take a toll on a guy. You get what I'm saying? Even when you winning, like, I think people a lot of times, because they see who's the winner in the fight, they almost treat it like that guy still didn't sustain a certain level of punishment or wear and tear on his body. Like, they go in one way and they come out another way. They leave a piece of them in the ring every time they fight. So it ain't like a video game where you beat a guy, and after the fight is over, your health just rejuvenate all the way back to 100. You would like for it to be like that. You get what I'm saying? But that's not the reality, especially as you get older and them fights start to wear on. You get what I'm saying? It just get a lot harder to do that. You know what I mean? Dog, folks, salute to my bro, man. He says, salute, just I've been missing lately watching World Basketball Classic. I'm here showing my support. I appreciate you, dog, folks, man, as always, my bro. Much love to you, man. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Just going to have us a little good boxing conversation on this Good Friday, man. You know your boy just grinding, man, staying active, man, staying busy. But, man, yeah, so when you know, Canelo just had a long road, bro, and I try to understand that, you know, some of these fights that he's picking is simply because he ain't who he once was, and he understands that. But it's like it gets harder when people try to defend it when you tell them, look, what a quality match is or ain't. And when people sit up here and tell me, oh, John Ryder's a mandatory and he's a credible opponent, this and that, and I'm just like, I can't buy that. I can't level with you right there. That's a hand-picked opponent. Compliments to Canelo Alvarez and his team. A fight that made him look good. And right on cue, he's using the surgery, the minor surgery that he got to justify fighting a lighter touch. You get what I'm saying? And he know he is. All right, cherry picking. He lost his motivation on being better. You get what I'm saying? He became complacent, Jim. And you can see it even with his approach to some of the fights in the ring. You can see the complacency. It's crazy. You get what I'm saying? He get in there and he don't perform the way he once did. He don't go for it the way he once did. You get what I'm saying? And again, you know, some of that is just simply wear and tear. You cannot have over 60 fights in the sport of boxing. You turned pro at 15. You got 17 years of pro. You 32 years old, bro. And you think you just Superman? Nobody's superhuman, bro. Everybody gonna slow down just a bit. So I think Oscar hit the nail on the head with what he was saying in terms of him regressing. It's like him regressing in the ring. Back pick. I'm gonna check it out. Stormy B, man. Salute to the sensei. How you feeling, OG? Appreciate you stopping through. Great way to articulate wear and tear. You feel me, OG? It's just, and I try to say it in a way and be responsible about it where I ain't sounding like I'm just tearing them down and sitting up here just sound like a dude that, you know what I mean, don't know nothing. Like, I ain't saying I know it all, but I understand boxing enough to know, man, that, you know, it's a physically demanding sport as well as a mentally demanding sport, man. That wear and tear is very real. Edgar Chavez, salute to you, Brody Jersey in the building. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. So, and it's just, and it's an honest critique. It's not a slight of Canelo Alvarez. There's no hate involved in that comment. It's what you see. And if you truly been watching him, you clearly got to understand that he ain't the same guy that he was 3 to 5 years ago. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's many fighters is in that same situation. You get what I'm saying? He's not the only one. Johnny Q, my bro, appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping through as always. So yeah, man, and I just don't want to, I always want to put things in perspective and let people understand how I get to certain places and why I played that clip of what Oscar De La Hoya was saying. And some people take it as him hating. Like I seen somebody make a video and said, look at Oscar De La Hoya hating on the face of boxing again. And I'm trying to tell y'all, and that channel was 3 times the size of mine. I'm trying to tell y'all, people still call this dude the face of boxing. They justify every move he make, and nothing he do, he can do no wrong. When he lose, they justify that. When he look bad, they justify that. When he don't fight, when he take meaningless fights and cherry pick, so to speak, people justify that. And it's like he's above any type of criticism. Like he sit on this imaginary throne, and you can't tell him that his shit stink, because it do, bro. And it do. You know what I'm saying? The average someone, what's good with it, fam? Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? Let's do it. We can't forget the silk pajama theory. You get what I'm saying? Showing that he getting comfortable. You get what I'm saying? Well, don't get no more comfortable than wearing some damn silk pajamas to a presser or something like that. You get what I'm saying? You're obviously privileged. We get it. You making money, bro. But don't forget that this ain't the sport to compete in if you lose your hunger, if you losing the love for the sport. You get what I'm saying? So, and it's either that and you physically slowing down, which is what it is. Playing with the weight classes and the bigger men, right? You get what I'm saying, Stormy? And you not above that as well. Like, and I believe that would have caught that. That was also catching up to him. I call him the ass boxing. I feel that, Will. I feel that, bro. I feel that. No, I agree with Stormy, man. Playing with the weight like that, you get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody no Superman. You going up to 170, you at 68, you fight Caleb Plant, then you go up to 75, then you go back down to 68. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I said, when it comes to that, you seen how that affected a guy that was athletically gifted as a Roy Jones. Look what kind of athlete Roy Jones was, and look what playing with his weight got him. Look what his weight, playing with his weight got him slept. And you know, Canelo Alvarez is very fortunate. He got a hell of a beard, but I feel like that weight fluctuation and going up and down in weight, playing with your weight, not picking the spot and staying there. And think about it, you getting up there in age as well. You start to, you know what I mean? And again, he ain't the average 32 because he got a ton of fights. You get what I'm saying? So again, that's real, man. That wear and tear, playing with your weight, playing with these bigger guys, you get what I'm saying? It ain't smart. And I think this is one of the reasons why he stay away from certain guys, man. And that's not a knock to him. I think he knows his limitations, even though he won't tell us, because he'll really look like food if he come out and say, yeah, man, I ain't the same guy I used to be. You know, my knees be giving me trouble, my elbow, the things that I be hearing be giving him trouble. Like, he ain't gonna come out and say it. Then you see him getting a little wrist surgery, things like that. It's just wear and tear, bro. It's a stretch. The third Triple G fight did not look good. Nope, at all, yo. Eddie Hearn did say he was hurt in his last 2 fights and finally got surgery. 4 fights in 11 months would take a toll on anyone. Right. And that's what I'm saying. And again, I just want to make sure this conversation is being steered the right way. And I'm glad you added that, because that's exactly the point. You get what I'm saying? That's exactly the point. Like, it'll take a toll, and it's taking a toll because he ain't superhuman. You got to figure it's going to affect him physically in that ring. You're just going to slow down a bit. It's just natural. You get what I'm saying? That don't mean he still can't fight. That don't mean he still ain't a tough out for whoever damn near he get in there with. You get what I'm saying? Now, Canelo Alvarez ain't going to be no walk in the park. Now, Bivol made it look a certain way because Bivol is a terrific fighter. You get what I'm saying? But not everybody could do to Canelo Alvarez what Dimitri Bivol did to him. You get what I'm saying? I still respect his fight game. The dude's still dangerous. He still can punch. He still can box. He can think in there. He has learned. Still got that upper body movement. You get what I'm saying? Got the slow feet, but I think he kind of makes up for it with being flexible above the waist a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Simon Moore would decide if he's regressing. Right, regressing. Like, again, you can see it. You can see it in fights. You get what I'm saying? It's just natural regression, though. And it's something that nobody is above, especially somebody in his shoes. You get what I'm saying? Best puncher of all time appeared to have answered with the staggering 74% of people more inclined to fight Deontay Wilder over Mike Tyson over 3 rounds for $1 million full as revealed. Good luck with that, Adolfo. Yeah, good luck to them brothers playing like that. Sean Clark, my bro, appreciate you pulling up, man. How you feeling, bro, on this Good Friday, man? Salute to you, Sean. Canelo being them knee braces like a ball player from the 50s. Facts. And I said you don't wear those. Those not a fashion statement, bro. Nobody wear knee braces for fun, bro. It's a sign that you might need some support there. And again, it's just a lot of miles on the body. It's not a diss to him. I don't dislike Canelo. I just don't like some of the moves he make. You get what I'm saying? But it's never personal. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to have a conversation. Some people going to like the moves he make, and I'm cool with that. But I'm going to always tell you, like, somebody of that level should always be willing to challenge themselves against the best, because they know that's what people demand. Your paycheck says you demand to fight the best. You get what I'm saying? 88 Sports Talk, what's good, family? How you feeling? Canelo said, stop GGG. Just let you know what Canelo is in his career, because that level of GGG couldn't do nothing with him. 88 couldn't do nothing with him. Level of competition is mid-grade. People only give him his props because he fought Mayweather. Right. Listen, homie, I got $50 on Ryan. Deanham Goblin, salute, fam. Salute to you. Got 50 on Ryan, King Ryan. Man, I love to take that back, because I just don't think Ryan makes it out of that fight. J-Rocks was good, fam. GG's credit, who's knocked him out, let alone knocked him down. Yeah, you can give him that. I can give you that. I can give you that. I just think that fight should have been more exciting, and I think it lacked a lot of excitement because it seemed like those dudes was unwilling to really take risks the way they did in the previous fights. Like when I looked at that third fight, that didn't look like two guys that shared the ring with each other for 24 rounds. You get what I'm saying? It just didn't look like that. So it was like weird to me. You know what I mean? Getting a 75, really want to get his lick back at Beaver, natural weight. If he do that, listen, if he fight, I respect it when he fought Beaver the first time, even though we didn't ask for it, right? But if he goes back up there to fight him again, that'll surprise me. I'm just a little hesitant that he really want to get back in there with that dude, especially if he gonna go do it again at 75. Like, man. I mean, Canelo faced David Benavidez. Early rounds than Canelo. I'll have even more respect for Canelo fan base. Hey man, yo, facts, bro. That's all we asking. We asking, you know what I mean? Oscar feel like he ducking David Benavidez as well. You know what I'm saying? And fighting European fighters. You know what I'm saying? On these battle wounds while Boo was kind of sitting out, Charlotte going through mental issues. Canelo over both of these clowns. I listen, man. I don't know how y'all look at it. But in terms of like people going through mental issues, I mean, that's something that a lot of people deal with. You know what I'm saying? The personal stuff. I think everybody's allowed to go through their share of trials and tribulations. And I think that's the case for Jamal Charlo. It's not like he running around getting himself into all types of trouble, legal troubles and stuff like that. You know what I mean? He had his hiccup or two, but for the most part, I think the stuff he been battling been personal and it happens. You get what I'm saying? He got a lot of ground to make up when he get back, but make no mistake about it, man. If you really looking at Jamal Charlo, the fighter, he's a damn good fighter, bro. He's a damn good fighter. Do we got a lot left still to prove? Of course he do. So let's see how he look when he get back. And as it pertains, you know, I don't know, man. Boo Boo. He said, "Boo Boo, like, listen, he on this PBC side of things, right? He got the Demond Nicholson fight out the way. But he's calling for the fights that we would want to see him in. So let's see where that goes as well. And it's just unfortunate that certain guys have been victims of waiting around for fights that they never got for too long. And you know, Boo Boo and Charlo has been victims of that. You know what I'm saying? It's time for them to just try to make the biggest and best fights moving forward from here on out. Tim Doug Floyd. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We damn sure gonna talk about that, BJ Flores. J. Paul, he got shot in the leg, man. Salute to BJ Flores, man, for handling that situation like a soldier. I've been shot before, and I damn sure had multiple guns pulled on me. So I know how I feel, and I'm glad he handled that situation like a soldier. Salute to my Brody Blackgrass podcast. Salute to you, bro. Man, everyone, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Voice of Boxing. Just Do Boxing channel. Yes, sir. Much appreciation, bro. Much love. How you feeling? You can never look bad because you aged already. It took a good dance party to make a good fight. You did survive. Never been down. But you get what I think it looked bad because you know both fighters have some accountability for how the fight played out, right? You get what I'm saying? GGG don't have the kind of style. He don't have a survival style to me. Like he ain't fleet-footed. He ain't gonna get away from you. He essentially gonna be there. He'll take a step back, but he's essentially there for you. I just think those two dudes didn't engage like they really wanted to hurt each other. They didn't look hungry to hurt each other in that fight. They didn't look hungry. They looked like that was just a money grab and it was cool with just getting through the fight. That's what that looked like to me. I just didn't see I didn't feel it. Like the effort was lacking. You get what I'm saying? That's what I seen in that fight. Two guys that, you know, seen each other twice. They got 24 rounds with each other, but you just couldn't tell by looking at that third fight. And it was very boring. I remember myself, I was live calling and I was almost falling asleep, bro. I was falling asleep. I mean, Canelo fought Charlo after Charlo long layoff. Canelo would beat him, and Charlo fans Canelo took advantage of the layoff. This is the thing, though, bro. Like I always go with first things first. That might be the case now, but I ain't giving nobody no excuses, right? Of course, you don't come back after a layoff like that and fight Canelo. Like it just don't make sense, right? You got it. It's ring rust is real. Like that would just be a foolish move because of simply how long you've been out. It just wouldn't be smart to do that, right? But if he would have given these guys the opportunity that they deserve once upon a time, dudes was at 160. It was no reason why Charlo and Canelo couldn't have fought. You fought several guys that wasn't on the level of a Jamal Charlo. Like, that's what I always look at. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I can't make no excuses why dudes is in several weight classes with this guy and he still haven't fought him. And people get him, they blame them for it instead of that guy when he clearly showed you that he could pick who he want to fight. You get what I'm saying? And not one time has he picked either of the Charlos. He definitely ain't picked Benavidez. You get what I'm saying? He ain't picked Boo Boo Andre. You get what I'm saying? And this is where people frustration come in at, because he wants to go around these guys and make and allow his fans to justify the moves he make because of previous guys that he fought that were of quality. Like, it just don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? How does he listen? How does John Ryder deserve a Canelo fight? You get what I'm saying? How does John Ryder deserve a Canelo fight? You get what I'm saying? Charlo, a 2-division champion, bro. Charlo is a 2-division champion. You get what I'm saying? And still undefeated. And he's just been out the ring because, again, everybody's entitled to their issues, right? He human. But don't make him any less than no fighter. You get what I'm saying? You get Charlo back acclimated to boxing, get the ring rust off, and he fight Canelo. I guarantee you that'll be one of the best fights you'll watch. Ain't nothing no sucker about Charlo. He can fight. You ain't never seen a fight where he looked like no sucker, where he ain't handle his business. You get what I'm saying? It's the reason he's still undefeated, man. Despite what people think about the competition and things like that, man, the dude ain't no duck. And it's sad that guys have had to chase, essentially chase Canelo to get fights with him. Like, it just don't make sense, bro. Don't make sense. You can't tell me maybe you do. I don't know what you think. You honestly think John Ryder is a better fighter than Jamal Charlo? You can't possibly think that, though. I hope you don't. You know what I mean? Animosity in the third fight. Facts, Edgar. I called it that too, bro. Acting like they wanted to hurt each other and knowing they didn't. Miss Joette, salute to the queen, putting that color in the chat. Much love, much appreciation, queen, for that super sticker. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the love and support. Let me get a queen here, just.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to the queen. Appreciate you. Much appreciation. GG was a bigger name. He couldn't make 160 anymore, which is why he moved to 68. Nah, that's false, bro. Hey, that's false. It wasn't because he couldn't make 60. It's 60 no more. He went up there to 68 because that's what Canelo, that's where the opportunity was at. You get what I'm saying? He didn't do it because he couldn't make the weight. I mean, Andrew and Charlo haven't fought. Like, you keep saying they haven't fought. I keep telling you they was in 2 weight classes with this dude, and he maneuvered around him and fought lesser opposition. I don't understand how you keep skipping that. You keep saying who they fought. They would have fought his ass already if he'd have given them the opportunity how he been given lesser opponents. Look at the thumbnail, bro. None of those dudes, in my opinion, none of those dudes up there on this screen is better than a Jamal Charlo, or is a more worthy opponent, or accomplished so much more than Jamal Charlo to deserve a Canelo fight. None of those dudes. That argument would be a little weak. It's not a good argument to keep saying who has people fought, what have they done. It's too many people that he fought that haven't done anything, haven't beaten anybody. You get what I'm saying? It's too many of those. Look, that's the reason why I put these people in the thumbnail. Just look at them. None of those dudes are Jamal Charlo to me. He had beat every last one of them dudes up on that screen, man. It's straight up. It's like I get it. You ain't seen him in the ring in a while, man. You somebody see a tough fight, y'all panic, but Jamal Charlo ain't no slouch, man. That's not no run-of-the-mill fighter. You got to understand talent when you see it. It's like people got personal feelings towards Jamal Charlo. I'm talking about the fighter, man. That guy can fight, man. And Canelo know that. If he didn't, he would have fought him. Salute the queen. Appreciate you. As always, Miss Joette. BC, my bro, what's good with it? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you stopping. Fighting Charlo, but what you guys understand, Charlo. Nah, man, we all understand Charlo is not active. Nobody is calling for Charlo to fight this dude right now. Nobody's calling for that, but we're calling for better opposition. That's the problem. And it's too many times that we had these discussions as it pertains to Canelo. It's always these justifications as to why he's fighting lesser opposition. It don't make a lot of sense. You get what I'm saying? What about before Charlo was inactive? People make it seem like the dude was inactive his whole career. This just happened to him. This is the longest he's been out the ring. It happens in boxing. It happens to a ton of guys. But what was he when he was active? All before this, these dudes allegedly, damn, essentially had to chase him, yo. You get what I'm saying? Dudes had to disrespect him, call him out his name in interviews. They did that. They come up, they pull up to him and ask him for a fight respectfully. They do that. Nothing works. He picks who he want to fight, and it's clear that he don't be want to give more quality guys an opportunity. Meanwhile, people and his fans make excuses as to why he don't fight these quality dudes. Charlo is a quality fighter. Period. He did enough in boxing to deserve a fight with Canelo. Like I said, look at all of these guys. You got 7 guys up there on the screen. None of those dudes are more deserving of a Canelo fight than a Jamal Charlo. None of them to me. None. Not one single person, bro. Not one. DP Rocker, my bro. What's good with it? Ant, what's good with it? DP, what's good, bro? To your point, but he could have chased the Beaver rematch, but he didn't, and that's an absolute fact too. And he could have fought the Golovkin trilogy again, but he waited to give us that fight when he was old, where it was insignificant and it didn't matter no more. And then he pulled him up to 168, where he looked terrible at. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot with this dude. It's smoke and mirrors, man. He does great business, and he knows what benefits him, bro. He truly do. You know what I'm saying? And though for Canelo, facts. He definitely need to get back in there and you know, shake off that ring rust, get it back. One of the title holders in his division wanted to fight because they was worried about losing the shot of Canelo, especially GGG. You facts. Well, Kirk Douglas, salute fan. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? So your argument is that Canelo didn't fight him years ago. Okay, fine. What that got to do with now and him fighting Ryder? What did you want Canelo to fight? May 5th. Give me a name. We went through this already. I'm not doing that again. We did that yesterday. Didn't we do that yesterday? We just did that yesterday. I think y'all be having your own conversations and y'all be dragging me into it. So I'm going to be clear. So I'm going to restart this. I'm not about to go into the list of fighters that he should have fought. You kind of switching the conversation. The whole conversation anyway wasn't about who he fought and why he fighting John Ryder. It's about Oscar De La Hoya saying whether or not he regressed, right? That's where I was at. So we're going to restart the conversation. We're not having the same conversation we just had yesterday about who he fought and who should he fight. We're not going to keep doing that. We're going to go in circles. It's like chasing your tail or something. All right? We're not going to do it. At the end of the day, this is what I'm standing on. I demand better from the guy that get paid $40+ million a fight. Simple and plain. If you cool with John Ryder, that's fine. That's fine with me. I have no beef with it. It's cool. But I'm not cool with it. I'm not. And again, people predicted this fight months ago before it was announced. So that's my issue with it too. Like, people know his moves because they know patterns. They see patterns when it comes to Canelo, and he's done this several times over. This is why I put all these guys up there. He back on his European tour. This is what Oscar De La Hoya had to say. Feel like he's regressing in the ring. My point to that was I think he is regressing. You get what I'm saying? R.I.P. Lance Reddick, a great actor, man. Man, R.I.P. to Lance Reddick, man. Salute to you. Yeah, man. So we off that. We ain't about to go back and forth. You like the John Ryder fight, that's cool. It's no issue. But I agree with Oscar. I do feel like he's regressing. It's not regressing because he's a bum or he's without skills. None of that. He's over 60 fights, 17 years pro. That's a lot of wear and tear. Think about the mileage, the road work, you know, the sparring rounds. It's a lot. It's a lot for any fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's realistic that he is slowing down at this stage of his career, and he's still a dangerous fighter, even with him slowing down. But it's real. He's slowing down. He's regressing a bit, and I think it is. Yeah, man, it's looking like he's staying away from a certain level of fighter or a certain style of fighters, and fighting guys with, you know, similar styles that just can't beat him. They just can't beat him. Like, every one of these fights up here on this screen, this is 7 different guys up here he fought. Every last one of these fights was a predetermined outcome. Not one of these fights was a 50-50 fight. That's my issue. He has way too many fights that are nowhere near 50-50 fights. But people keep arguing about his resume and how great it is. It's 7 people up here. Not one of these fights was 50-50, bro. Not one. Not one fight was he picked to lose. Not one fight did anybody remotely think he was going to lose. Not one of these fights. That's the problem. De La Hoya also said that you want fights where you don't know what's going to happen. These fights, we all knew what was going to happen. You get what I'm saying? I just don't like predetermined outcomes with nobody. You get what I'm saying? Canelo can pick and choose his fighters and nobody give him flack. Or he fights and don't want to hear nothing about nobody else. And again, bro, they keep saying who has this one fought? Who has that one fought? If you say who has Charlo fought, and I'm telling you, he's better than all 7 of these dudes he fought, what is that saying about Charlo? How's Charlo not getting an opportunity? Why do people keep saying who he fought? Do you know in order for you to fight somebody, they got to give you the opportunity, especially when it's Canelo? We're going to keep saying who did people fight? You don't got to do nothing special to get no shot at him. You got 7 fighters up here, and none of them did nothing special, and they all got a shot at him. Amir Khan should have never been in the ring with Canelo Alvarez, ever. But he was. That was a setup fight. He should have never got his ass in the ring with him. Straight like that. I don't understand what's the issue. Like, I'm being logical here. These dudes none of these are 50-50 fights. None of these dudes have done anything special, but people keep saying when it pertains to Charlo or Andre, well, who have they beaten? What did they do to deserve? You ain't got to do nothing special. This dude ain't nobody. He a fighter just like them. They undefeated, quality fighters. Both of them was multiple weight champions. What is people talking about? What did they do? They did more than enough to fight this dude. They want to fight him. That should be enough. They proven they're quality fighters. Both Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Andre. Both quality fighters. But they keep saying, they got to do so much more to fight this guy? Why? Why? Meanwhile, he keep fighting lesser and lesser opposition, and people keep saying, who have they fought? Who given them the opportunity? Who have they ducked? Who have they chased is the better question. Who's maneuvering around these dudes? I don't know. Name me another fighter that fought at 155 pounds, yeah? Name me another fighter that fought at 155 pounds so he didn't have to fight the other sharks at 54. I hate to have the same conversation over again. This is what I said. Just tell me when I'm lying. I'm never lying when it comes to this dude. I'm very much on point in the way I've watched Canelo for years on end, man, and I see patterns. It's nothing personal. It's just patterns. The dude is a good business. He's a great businessman. He's a great businessman and a pretty good fighter. A pretty good fighter still, but one that's slowing down. Slowing down because he's human. That's why. He ain't no bum. He's not garbage. But that's why you expect more from him. I don't understand what the issue is in expecting more from a fighter. How could y'all be cool with so many subpar matchups, mediocre matchups where you know what the outcome going to be? The only real question that you had in any of these fights up here on this screen was what round he was going to knock him out in. That's the only real question people had. That should tell you something. Remember, man, people keep vouching for how great he is, and I'm sure I got a whole list, more than a handful of fighters. Ain't none of them great. Amir Khan, that was dead man walls. No way in hell he should have been in the ring with a Canelo Alvarez, bro. Big Dog Willie, what's good with it, bro? Khan is better than Charlo Boo. Stop it. Yeah, he ain't really get knocked out. He ain't really get knocked out against Canelo. He just got tired at the wrong time. You know
and we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bro, Big Dog Willie, as always. And I just be want to make sure y'all got to keep in mind when it's just due up here at bat, because when I'm up here, I'm at bat. And I'm always trying to hit it out the park. It's never personal. It's always a conversation. It's not a one-way conversation. People are allowed to have their input, and I ain't going to tell you you're wrong, but I'm going to always come with my logic, which is why I'm going to stand strong on it, because I know what I'm saying is sensible. You get what I'm saying? Nothing I'm saying is a tear down. It's nothing personal. It's just like I don't want to have a back and forth conversation when I'm really just stating how I feel about what this dude is doing. But again, not to have the wrong conversation. Oscar was on point with what he was saying about Canelo regressing in the ring. You can see it. And he said he don't really know what direction he want to go in terms of being great, because fighting the John Ryders of the world that's not a legacy move. That's a business move. You get what I'm saying? It's time for us to just be real. Let's have these real conversations. It's not that he ain't accomplished nothing in boxing. He's not trash. This is the whole reason that I demand more from him. That's all it is, bro. You demand more from him. You want, again, I speak for the consumer. You always got to rock with where I'm coming from, because I'm always thinking about a guy that gets paid this much to pick his fights. And meanwhile, try to call guys that are more quality than it. Many of the guys he shared the ring with, he calling them trash fighters. And then right on cue, right on par, his fans come in the comment section and they start uttering this same rhetoric. It's BS, bro. That's sucker mentality. Trying to convince a fan base that's heavily support you that quality fighters are trash, so you don't have to fight them, is sucker behavior. I can't subscribe to that. That's not real. That's not championship mentality. Think about that. Then, oh, you know what? While I convinced the world that Boo Boo Andre is such a terrible fighter because he's in his third weight class where I'm at, and he still ain't lost yet, and he was a 2-time world champion, but I'm still going to tell the world he fights with nobody, and he doesn't deserve a shot with me because he's trash. Yeah, Jamal Charlo, he ain't did nothing to deserve a fight with me. He's trash. I'm going to go fight Rocky Fielder. I'm going to go fight Callum Smith. I'm going to go fight Abney Yildirim. I'm going to bring Amir Khan up to a weight class he don't belong at and knock his soul out his body. I'm going to beat up a Billy Joe Saunders when he coming off one of his worst performances of his career. I'm going to beat up a dude, a grown man that they allowed to call him beefy. You get what I'm saying? Then while I'm at it, I'm going to put the icing on the cake and I'm going to fight John Ryder May 6th. And everybody going to love it. And can't nobody say nothing because I'm great. Nah, boxing don't go like that, bro. I give realistic criticism and critiques. I don't crap on a fighter. I just call it how I see it, man. Call it how I see it. Shout out loud. Salute to the queen. How you feeling? Salute to everybody in the building. Much love to everybody, man. Slowing down and just avoid certain guys. That's what it looked like to me. If you feel like that's not what he's doing, then okay. I'm not going to tell you how to feel. I'm going to just offer you a different perspective. I feel like he owes people more than that. He owes people more than that. He changed his life and his family life forever. You don't get to take it easy and coast. You don't get to do that, bro. It's unfortunate you don't get to do that. You had enough gimme fights. When are you going to really? This is the question that I have. When was the last fight that Canelo Alvarez had that people wanted? That's where I'm at with it, right? Because it's about the people, right? Or is it about getting Canelo paid? Which one is it? Is it about seeing great fights, or is it about seeing your favorite fighter stay undefeated or keep a good record because he ain't undefeated no more? So what is it about? To keep seeing your favorite fighter fight favorable matchups and winnable fights, predetermined outcomes for huge sums of money that none of us are getting a percentage of? Or do we absolutely want to see the best fight the best? So when we keep saying stupid stuff like, who did Charlo fight? Who did Andre fight? What does it matter who they fought? Would that make the Canelo Alvarez and Jamal Charlo fight any lesser of a good fight because of his resume? Let's be honest. Does that make him any less? He's a quality fighter. That would no doubt be a quality fight. It would be a 50-50 matchup. The same thing with a Dimitri Andre. But when we say weird stuff like, well, who did he fight and what did he do to deserve all it? Man, you box, right? You box, and I'm on your bumper. And I'm still undefeated for what it count. And I had belts in 2 different weight classes. And if you would have gave me a shot in one of them, we would have been got this business squared away. You feel what I'm saying? You got to want to see the best fight the best. You can't tell me a Demetrius Andre and Canelo wouldn't be interesting to watch. You can't tell me Charlo and Canelo wouldn't be a good fight to watch. That's why the fight should happen. Not because of who they fought. They don't have to fight this special somebody in boxing that's going to automatically enter them in the Canelo sweepstakes. It's a damn shame that people got to convince a fighter to fight quality guys in his division. It's weird. Just fight the right guys, bro. Give us the fights we supposed to have, bro. It's simple and plain. The Andre Duck Parker, man, is more black and white than that. But if you want to go with that narrative, you have at it, bro. We discussed that too, bro. And it's all love, J-Rocks. But I'm past the Andre Duck this one and that one. It's crazy because people could say how Andre Duck Parker, but nobody can tell me. Or when we say Canelo has maneuvered around Charlo, Andre, and Benavidez, we bugging. They say, what did they do to deserve a fight? So what the hell did Zach Parker do to deserve a Demetrius Andre fight? If we going off of that. What did he do? Because then I ain't heard of Zach Parker before the Demetrius Andre situation. I haven't. And I ain't hear nobody talking about him. So what did he do to deserve a fight? We going to keep playing these games? Nah, man. You gonna say he ducked him? Cool. Okay. Charlo. I mean, Andre. He ducked Zach Parker. Well, who did Canelo duck? Why was he at 155 and not 154 with the rest of the Sharks? Get what I'm saying? Why wasn't he? That's what I want to know. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that too, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Much love to everybody, man. Charlo, last comment, Bradley. I'm gonna get to that. I ain't going back up to no comments though. Yeah, I ain't scrolling back up to no comments today. A1, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up, my guy. Good cook earlier as well too, man. And Boo Boo, this is see you asking the same. You J-Rox, you're not listening, bro. You having a conversation by yourself, man. I just gave you a bunch of logic. You can't hear it because you stuck on keep saying who did these guys fight. Well, I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna end it here because you still you I don't know. This not a conversation. It's like we're not getting nowhere. It should be give and take. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like I'm making a lot more sense than you. You're making. Think about it. Your stance is making an excuse or a reason why these dudes, why he shouldn't fight them, other than it's a good fight. You get what I'm saying? They should fight him because it's a good fight. Why is he fighting John Ryder? Is that a good fight? You keep saying the same thing. Who has these guys fought? He's fought so many guys that they're all better than all of these guys. Not one of them dudes, not one of these 7 fighters up here on the screen is better than Charlo or Andre. That's why he should fight him, because he fought so many guys that are lesser opposition than those guys. That's why. I don't the stance you on, you making the stance as to why good fights shouldn't happen. I don't get that. And it sounds like to me you cool with him. I'm not dropping a link, bro. You sound like you're cool with him just getting paid. So me and you are just like, we have different train of thoughts, and it's okay. You don't mind saying Canelo fight, get a big bag, fight mediocre opposition, and then when somebody question why he won't fight more quality opposition, you make an excuse as to, oh, why? Well, who have they fought? Like, who has any of these guys fought to deserve a fight with him? So it's a ass backwards argument. It's a weak argument. It's a weak argument. It's a weak argument. I'm telling you, all of these the dudes he avoiding, he fought more than a handful of guys that are not on their level, and you're cool with that. And then you're saying don't fight these guys because they ain't proved themselves, but keep fighting Euro fighters that's not on your level, predetermined outcomes because they on your level and they prove something. That's an ass backwards argument, bro. They're more quality than all of these guys up here on the screen, and you just said it yourself. You know John Ryder ain't better than Charlo. I don't even understand how you still making an argument as to why he won't fight him. If it's okay for him to fight John Ryder, why is it not okay for him to fight Charlo? I don't get it. That makes zero sense. You supposed to, as a boxing fan, you're supposed to want to see the best fighting the best. Charlo is proven to be at the top of his division, whether it was at 54 and at 60. What you mean that the fight shouldn't happen? He's showing you. The dude is just maneuvering away from these dudes, and people continue to make excuses as to why he won't fight him by saying, who did they fight? Meanwhile, he fight lesser opposition. Do that even sound like that makes sense? That's an ass backwards argument, man. Nah, J-Rox, I'm a boxing supporter. I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm a supporter of the sport. You can't tell the way I talk this boxing, bro. Can't tell. You can't tell a boxing supporter when you hear one. A fan, man, a fan is people that's cool with seeing fighters get paid. Fighters get paid to fight mediocre opposition. Those are fans. When last time I checked, not a penny of Canelo Alvarez money is going into any of our pockets. So I don't want to see him fight the best. I mean, I don't want to see him fight mediocre opposition for the best paydays. I want to see, if you're getting the best payday, I'm cool with you getting paid, but I want to see you fight the best. If you going to get a $45 million payday, I want you to give us a $45 million fight, if that makes sense. Not a 12-round sparring match where nobody hurt each other and you throw hard punches for 4 rounds, gas out a little bit, and then you go through the motions for the remainder 8. This is what he did, bro. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Stormy B, man. Tell me when I'm wrong. Again, I don't tell people they wrong. I'm not an ego-driven content creator. I'm not a right or wrong person. You get what I'm saying? But I'm always going to tell y'all what my logic is always going to win over than somebody's personal feelings. You get what I'm saying, bro? Tell me when I'm wrong. Just tell me when I'm wrong, bro. I'm not a fan of none of these dudes. I'm a supporter. Fans like to see guys fight and just get paid and don't care who they fight. You get what I'm saying? I want to see the best fight the best by any means necessary. I don't come up with things like, well, who did he fight to deserve? Man, you know quality when you watching it. You know Charlo is proven to be a quality fighter time and time again for years on end. Ain't nobody beat the man. You get what I'm trying to say? He done fought dudes with multiple losses, multiple guys that's not on the level of none of these fighters. That's why these fights need to happen. And I'm telling you, I don't see how y'all could jack a guy that's making the type of excuses that he's making. I just don't see how. You get what I'm saying? You got to do better than that, bro. Got to do better, man. You get paid too much. And you still a good fighter. Ain't like I'm saying you go in here and lose to all these dudes. I just want to see them. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they're going to be some good fights. Fan of the fighter, and he is an above reproach. You get what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? I just always come with logic. I don't really, you know what I mean? It's not about right or wrong with me. It's just tell me I'm not making sense. You get what I'm saying? Manny, because he would get 3 paydays. Right. But again, salute to J-Rocks, man. It's always all love, man. I just think Charlo deserved a shot against Canelo based off his resume. But for me, I don't think he deserves it based on the fact that he hasn't been fighting him on 60 pounds long enough. I mean, look, man, I don't know what you're supposed to do. Like, if you a champion and another guy is a champion, why shouldn't you fight? All this, who you fought, he's a champion. Champions fight champions. You get what? It's just that simple. Like, I can't believe this is where we at in boxing, where we making excuses for good fights happen. And it's almost sounding like people scared to see Canelo get challenged or something. Is that the case? Because why else would people put up this much resistance for him not to fight these dudes? They wouldn't keep saying things like, who did they fight and what did they prove and who did they beat? None of that matters. Do you want to see the fight or not? Stop making excuses for this rich ass dude. He rich as hell, man. Making no out. Don't give him an out. He rich as hell. If he take a loss, so be it. He be all right. He be all right, bro. This dude will be all right. Or if he get in there and he beat up on Charlo, then Charlo be all right. But they're going to get a bag and we going to win as supporters of the sport because we're going to see a damn good fight. And that's what you should want to see. Anytime you don't want to see the best fight the best, that's what a fan is. A fan just want to see their fighter fight and win so they can look good. Nah, bro, you got to fight who the people want to see you fight because, again, we keep these people paid. The people are the reason that he's able to be wearing silk pajamas to press conferences, man. Driving all types of Lamborghinis and Ferraris. The people are the reason he's able to do this. We have a voice. We could complain. Just notice something, the difference between Just Do and anybody else. Somebody else would have been called this dude a bum or garbage or something. I ain't never said that. I'm just demanding more from a guy that showed me you one of the highest paid guys in the sport. Fight people. Fight somebody that can actually challenge you, bro. You can fight one more predetermined outcome. Didn't nobody think Triple G was beating him in this trilogy? He keep on fighting fights that people know what's going to happen at the end. You dig what I'm saying? Salute to my bro, Sean. Much appreciation to my bro. Not wrong at all, Just Do. As fans, we want all the smoke. You get, my bro. Much love putting that color in the chat. That's all. It's nothing personal. It's not an attack on Canelo Alvarez. This is a demand for the best product possible. Especially when you show me you demand that you want your money. All right, if you don't want to fight the absolute best, cool. Take a pay cut. Take a pay cut then. I bet you he won't do that. I bet you that man won't take no less money. He won't take a smaller bag. I bet you he want all his coins. Every last drop of his millions he wanted. So why can't we demand that he fight people that we think can give him a run for his money? We're not saying he's going to lose, but we want to see it. We're going to see him tested. I don't want to see you keep raising your hand because you had an easy night in the office, bro. I don't want to see that. I want to see the best fight the best. I want to see you tested. I want to see you. If you the king, you the face of boxing, you should be taking these dudes out. Nobody should be calling your name for years without you fighting them, and they still undefeated while people say, who have they fought? And they chasing you down. Dudes is whole champions in your division, but you don't want undisputed because you ain't want to challenge yourself against these fighters, man. That's weird to me.
We ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Salute to my bro, Sean. Much love, man. As always, man, holding me down. Appreciate you, my bro. Quee, my sis. Damn, I was about to zap. It's all good. He good. He good with me. Salute to my sis, Quee. How you feeling? Appreciate I try to say that, bro. I try to say that, OG. Who did Ryder fight to get him? You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who did Ryder fight to get a fight with him? Agree, my dude speaking on Charlo says Canelo's not answering the call by saying who did they fight. Mark Marshall, salute fam. You get what I'm saying? Again, where I'm coming from, listen, I'm not even saying that Charlo is better than Canelo or Canelo's better than Charlo. I'm telling you what Charlo has shown us in 2 weight classes, whether it was 54 and 60, he was a champion in both. You get what I'm saying? Champions fight champions. Canelo has been a champion for how long? Champions fight champions. That's why they should fight. We can't make excuses like, well, who did he fight to deserve it? Man, bro, is that going to be a good fight? Nobody in here would think that wouldn't be a good fight because both guys are quality. He's not going to steamroll Charlo, and Charlo ain't going to steamroll him. But that's why we see these fights, bro. That's why we want to see them. We got to demand more, yo. I urge people to consider that as a consumer. Just demand the most for your money. That's where I come from. My voice simply comes from that place of demanding the most for your money, bro. That's all I'm saying. And notice, I want to point this out. Notice I didn't diss him as a fighter or skillfully to make my point. I don't have to do that. It's other ways to do it. I don't got to slight him like that. I ain't even got to go down his resume and try to trash it. Even by me having these 7 guys up here, I'm not trashing it. I'm just telling you those 7 guys, in my humble opinion, ain't none of them 7 guys up here on the screen better than a Charlo or Andre or more deserving of an opportunity to fight them than those guys, but they got the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Why? Because he wanted to fight them. This guy picks his fights. I need people to understand something. He picks his fights. So anytime we see him not fighting somebody, it's not a matter of he can't fight that guy. It's nothing stopping Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez can fight whoever he wants. If he want to say, I don't want to fight John Ryder, I want to wait for Charlo or Andre or something, they'll let him do it. Tell me they won't. So understand something. When we see a subpar fight, that's because that's the fight that he chose to give you for his huge payday. He ain't had the fans in mind in some time now. Let's be real. He just want to get paid, man. Know what I mean? Feeding Canelo Mac, I keep my dollars in my purse. You dig what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Eddie and Oscar went at it on Twitter. Yeah. Oscar said he trying to, what did he say? Take his fighters or something from him. Could he build? I'm going to pull up the tweet, bro. Long enough, you know who's the goods and who don't. That's all I'm saying, JJ. You know those are good fights, bro. You know those are good fights. The boxer's mind. What's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Canelo Ryder fans on the back end of his career really was hoping he would fight Boo Benavidez and Charlo. And again, you know what, boxer's mind? I got so to the point, bro. I even made, like, you know, I even said things like, look, he ain't even got to fight all 3 of them, but you got to at least fight one of them dudes. So you're telling me it makes perfect sense for him to not fight none of those dudes, not Benavidez, not Charlo, not Boo, nobody, because they ain't proved none. So who he supposed to fight? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who he supposed to fight? D-Man, my bro. What's good with it, my bro? Who he supposed to fight? My bad, Jim. Pardon me, Brody. Let me get to it. Salute to my bro Jim, man. Much love to my bro Jim, man, in that Cash App, bro. Much love to you, my bro. Always holding me down, always showing love, man. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
And salute to my bro Sean, man, in that Cash App as well. Sean, where you at, Brody? Much love to you. Appreciate you.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to my bros Sean, man, and Jim, man. Much love to y'all bros, man. Much love and appreciation for that support, man. Appreciate y'all bros. You know, maybe who's paydays and he's about to slip through the cracks and out the back door. Right. And again, bro, just I always urge people to listen to me. Just hear the voice, bro. I found a way to have a discussion about Canelo without dissing him. I only demand more because he gets paid too much. And we got to pay for that. You get what I'm saying? I don't mind paying for fights, man. Like, I got my tickets already to see Shakur Stevenson on the 8th. You get what I'm saying? Got my tickets already. You know what I'm saying? I have no problem paying for fights, but I just don't like when they try to give us whatever they want and be like, they're going to pay for it. No, we not. No, we not. We absolutely not going to pay for it, bro. Matter of fact, we not never going to pay for it if y'all keep doing us like this. You just got to call him out. And again, he's a grown man. I'm not attacking his skill set. I'm not even trying to go down his resume and attack it. He got some names on his resume. He's accomplished some things in the sport. He's done some things, but I don't think he could take his foot off the gas and coast because he's in high demand, right? Like anybody that demands that type of salary, bro, you got to show us something. Thrill Hill, my guy. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? The PBC tried to get Canelo to fight Charlo and Benavidez. I think they were going to pay him the most money. Yeah, Canelo took the DAZN deal for less money because of the easier opponents, and that's a fact. And that is a fact. Appreciate you, Sean. Much love to you, my bro. Appreciate you in that cash app, bro. Keys to the game, boxing. What's good, bro? How you feeling? The majority will pay for that. Right. And you know what, Quay? I think slowly but surely it's leveling out. And what I mean by that is I think people are even growing tired of the lackluster events and the lopsided outcomes. You get what I'm saying? There's nothing against him. People get tired of that stuff. Canelo is a smart businessman. He learned the game, bro. He learned the game and he's milking it. It's time for people to open their eyes and see that that's what he's doing, bro. There's no big diss to him. It's not I'm not tearing that man down. He milking the game and I know it. You'll have to be crazy not to see what he's doing. He's smart. He's a good businessman. He know he gonna continue, gonna get this big payday, and he can handpick who he want to fight. And he knows it's a big percentage of people that's gonna rally behind it, and it's also a big percentage of people that's gonna argue why he shouldn't fight more quality fighters. They're gonna keep making excuses. Nah, bro, fight, bro. Ain't no for sure as you. I know you ain't shook. He got one of the best chins in the business. I seen this boy hurt one time. He was a teenager when I seen that. I ain't never seen Canelo visibly really hurt, man. The man got a chin. He got a granite chin. You get what I'm saying? He ain't never been on the canvas. The boy's solid, man. He can fight. Let's be clear. Do people think I think he can't fight? He can fight. This is why I want to see these fights. I think he's a little lazy. He got complacent over the years. The handpicking of opponents to do that to you. Being privileged to do that to you. Showing up with silk pajamas will do that to you. You just get a little complacent, bro. You stop wanting to put it all on the line the same way you once did when you was a young cat. This is what it is. You just see dollar signs at this point. You ain't really trying to go out. Man, you done 60 plus fight, man. You had it tough, bro. You want to slow down, but you still in the sport where you can't afford it because people want what you got. And you can't say this is imagine this. You can't say nobody that's ducked him, but I can tell you people he's maneuvered around just because I hate the word duck so much. You can't tell me who ducked Canelo. You can't duck him because ain't nobody turning that payday down. That's the crazy part. The dude could fight whoever he want. Do you know what kind of power that is? And people get that to him freely. Like, nah, you got to earn that, bro. You got to earn it the same way you earn them millions. By getting in there with a live body, somebody that's going to push you to the brink, bro. It should not be easy for you. Easy touches. He earned the right. No, you didn't. I hate that. No, he didn't, man. You sound like that's some spoiled stuff, man. You don't tell no fighter that. Then you got him running around telling, I don't fight with Mexican. Yo, we don't want to hear nothing about that. Fight everybody, bro. It's funny how you say you don't want to fight Mexicans when they start calling somebody the Mexican monster. Is that a coincidence or is that math, bro? That's just trying to avoid somebody before you even got to get to cross that bridge. You burning that bridge before you even got to cross it. Yeah, I ain't fighting no more Mexico because I represent Mexico. We're not trying to hear that, Canelo, man. We're not trying to hear that. Take that train of thought back to the Olympics, man, where you want to just represent just your country, bro. What are you talking about? You got to get in there, bro. You got dudes really on your bumper, whole undefeated champions, and then you got people irresponsibly saying who have they fought, what have they done. They champions, right? Champions fight champions. You don't turn them down and say, oh, you got to go fight. Imagine a champion telling another champion, you got to fight some more people before I fight you. Yeah, you having a belt ain't good enough. What is we talking about? That's bogus. You got a belt. That mean you ready for a champion can't get a belt and all of a sudden he say he ain't ready for the rest of the champions. You can't do that. You get a belt, you on board. You are online to fight any other champion. I don't care how early you get the belt, how soon it is. When you grab a belt, you have a responsibility to behave like a champion. And why shouldn't you have a responsibility to fight other champions to give us the best absolute fights that boxing could offer? That would be crazy, man. That's a crazy train of thought. You should always want to see the best fight the best. I don't understand that. It's never nothing personal with me. I love boxing so much. I don't hate no boxers. At the most, I would hate how somebody move. I don't hate none of these dudes. Ain't a boxer I hate, none of them. Not even Fury. I just don't like how he move. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro, Mr. PSA Crush the Legend. How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you, Scott. Come on, fight him. I don't think Canelo will win the fight outright. I think Charlo can sweep him on the cards and possibly dominate him. Anything's possible in the sport, man. That size, man, and that jab, and just being a well-rounded, well-balanced fighter, man. Charlo is a damn good fighter. He just get a bad rap because people want to see him in there with names. But like I said, bro, nobody should have to chase. Nobody should have to chase, you know, another fighter. A champions fight champions, bro. And that's what we want to see, right? Once you earn the belt, you earned the right to fight other champions. It shouldn't be, oh, nah, you got a belt, but the guy you got it from, nah, he wasn't good enough, so you got to go fight somebody else and risk losing your belt when you should just be unifying. You get what I'm saying? We can't, let's not get fighters outs. Let's demand, this the hurt business, bro. Let's demand the absolute most out of these dudes. We understand that every fight can't be a world beater, right? I get it. I get it. Some fights going to be easier touches. I get that too, right? I get it. But for the most part, if I could just point out easy touch after easy touch, or like I said, when is the last time you delivered a fight that the fans truly wanted? That's been a minute, bro. That's been a minute. Been a little while now. That's all I'm saying. Bro, stop paying Canelo huge money unless he's fighting quality opponents. Yo, you get what I'm saying, bro? It ruins it spoils it. Then it just ruins boxing, man. It just ruins boxing, bro. And then they raised the levels of clenbuterol after this dude tested positive is bogus. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even bringing that up. I ain't even bringing that up. I'm off it, right? I'm off it because I'm assuming he off the clenbuterol. I'm assuming he off it. Man, just fight the people want to see you fight. Get in there with guys that been on your bumper. Shouldn't be no reason that guys have to mysteriously prove all of this to fight you. Especially an undefeated guy that is a champion, a multi-division champion. Come on, man. You got to give us, everybody don't become world champion. You get what I'm saying? When a guy snatch a belt and they say, I want Canelo, he should say, let's do it. Why? Because I'm like that. That's why. I'm the face of boxing and I'm going to move like that. That's a responsibility. But he could run around with that Burger King crown that he be putting on his head and we supposed to look at him like a king, but he ain't got to move like one. Nah, bro. Move like the guy that you want us to respect you as king. You know what I'm saying? Kello, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Feel me, sis. Just stand on business, bro. It's nothing personal. I like this dude. You know what I'm saying? And he can fight. His fights ain't boring. That Triple G fight was boring. That's not a slight. That was very boring. I was live. I was falling asleep. That never happened to me before. I was like, hey, man, these dudes don't even like trying to hurt each other, bro. That didn't look like two dudes that shared the ring with each other for 24 rounds. I'm like, man, what are they doing in there? Man, they ain't in there dancing for real. This dude wasn't even trying to hurt each other. Right, because of the accolades, JJ, and you can't allow accolades of yesteryear to like make you it shouldn't benefit you to be, man. I can't even get it out, man. I'm tongue tied, man. I can't even get it. I can't even get it out. I couldn't even get it out. I couldn't even get it out. Yeah, I couldn't even get it out. You should not be able to use accolades to avoid quality opposition, like past accolades to avoid quality opposition in the future, bro. Like, it's not that we don't respect what you did in the past, but it's again, it's like the past is the past. You can't live in the past. Just because you accomplished something great in the past doesn't give you the right of way to take the foot off the gas and coast in a sport like boxing. Like I said, you can't play this, man. You can't get in there and just be like, you know what? I don't want to try no more. I'm going to just fight easy fights and I'm going to keep justifying it and let my fans argue. If I'm hearing correctly, I'm hearing it's a lot more people that's starting to get tired with the opposition that Canelo was getting in the ring with. And as a result, I think the numbers on the fights are doing slightly worse than what they was. You get what I'm saying? If that's correct, you know, it's always a clue, a mystery whether or not these numbers are accurate. But I mean, if it's any truth to that, I wouldn't be too surprised, bro. Wasting calendar slots with Ryder. You dig what I'm saying? Salute to my bro Kello. How you feeling? Sean Clark back in that super again. Much love, man. Real Spills Just you cooking, chat. Much love. Appreciate you, my bro. I'm trying to, man. I'm just trying to do it the responsible way and demand the best fights while separating myself from people that just straight up diss the fighters. And I try to make sure everything I said was not an attempt to diss this man at all. It's just demanding more. You like a spoiled brat, y'all. You're a millionaire. I don't feel sorry for him if he take a loss. Ain't the end of the world. Man, people get beat up every day, B. Like, come on, for free. People get beat up for free. Do you know the type of punch that I take for $40 million, y'all? You get what I'm saying? It ain't too many. Y'all in the chat family, y'all tell me who y'all wouldn't fight for $40 million. Name them. You name them. Somebody said, yo, I got a $40 million check for you. Who fight anybody? You would do it. That's all he's saying. And he's a trained beast. He trained. He do this for a living. This is what he do. We only asking him to perform at the top of his profession like he get paid. You get what I'm saying? Salute to my bro.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Much love to the family, man. Y'all punch that like button if y'all. Yeah, I'll just let y'all know the like button was talking crazy too, y'all. I don't know what y'all gonna do about that, but I told the like button my chat ain't no suckers. So, you know what I'm saying? If I was y'all, I'll steal that like button one time when y'all see him. I'll steal the like button, bro. He was talking crazy, but I let him know that, you know, my chat ain't no suckers. So, you know what I mean? Y'all punch that like button one time in his joint. You know what I'm saying? Punch him one time in the face, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Much love to the family. Yeah, I give him credit for the Beaver fight, even though we didn't ask for it because we knew Beaver was a quality fighter because we really watch boxing. So we knew what he was running into with Beaver. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I picked against Beaver and not picked against him like I didn't believe in his talent. I felt like it would be a decision fight, right? And I felt like Canelo would compete better than what he did. And I didn't think Beaver would be as disciplined as what he was in that fight. So you get what I'm saying? Some contributing factors, you know, like led to why I leaned toward Canelo. You get what I'm saying? But had I known you look at the scorecards, it still looked a little closer than what the actual fight was. But you know what I mean? Had I known that it would have, you know, the scorecards wasn't going to be as much a factor, I would have leaned toward Beaver. But you know, you already be down 3 to 5 rounds with Canelo anyway. So I thought Beaver was going to be under them type of circumstances. I thought Canelo was going to do enough in some of those rounds for them to give him to him that type of fight. But Beaver just took it out of the judge's hands for the most part. And it would have been like highway robbery if they'd have took that fight from him. You get what I'm saying? The BK King is crazy. You get what I'm saying? That Burger King crown, bro, bogus as hell. And then you get the parade, and you get to put that on at the end of your fights like you accomplished something after just knocking out somebody. He sent Amir Khan to the outer limits, bro. That was the most disrespectful knockout of his career, bro. Why would you do that to him? Man, who in the hell authorized Amir Khan to get in there and take that slaughter for that bag? That boy couldn't even celebrate. Amir Khan went and seen his maker. I guarantee you he seen the light that day. Ain't no way in hell. Amir Khan had an out-of-body experience that day. Do you see how he fell? Oh, my God, man. If y'all don't remember that, just think about the knockout if y'all seen it. Go look at that. Remember the knockout when Canelo did that to Amir Khan, bro. Punched that man's soul out his body like that. Man, all the thing about the people he could have fought. Nah, I'm going to fight Amir Khan, a guy that they say is chinny and can't take a punch. I'm going to drag him up to a weight class he don't belong at. Instead of fighting a guy that's already in the same weight class with me, that's a top guy, I'm going to drag Amir Khan up, a guy that been getting dropped by lesser punches, and I'm going to punch his lights out. Yeah, this is going to be a good fight. And you know what was happening in that fight? Amir Khan was beating his ass. Amir Khan was laying hands all over, bro. Man, he was painting Canelo face, bro. He was painting this man's face. Painting it until Canelo lowered the boom. Canelo knew the whole time he wasn't going to win rounds against Amir Khan. He knew it. He was like, all I got to do is land a shot. And that's how he approached that fight. He kept closing the gap, and just landed that one shot. He punched the soul out of Amir Khan. That was so disrespectful. Zach B, what's good, my bro? How you feeling? No hype behind it, right? Hell, anyone. I'm not fighting. You get what I'm saying? I'm not fighting Wilder for 40 million negative. Hey, Keys, man, I ain't going to lie to you, bro. 40 million. I only got it. It's only going to take one punch. I mean, I heard when you sleep, you can't really even feel it. So, hey, man, and I'm a dude. I get rough sleep some nights. So I probably get the best sleep of my life after Wilder hit me. I mean, I do want to make it and live to be able to spend that 40 million. So he gonna, maybe if he hit me with the left hand, not the right hand. I had to tell him, don't hit me with the right hand, yo, because I'm trying to spend the money after I get knocked out. Don't hit me with the right. Hit me with the left, I probably just have to go to the hospital for a while. You know what I'm saying? The right hand, I might not be able to spend that money, bro. Might not be able to spend it, man. But facts, at 40 million, we fighting anybody, y'all, for 40 million. You did. Mir Khan, bro, I thought he died. No cap, man, bro. The only thing, 88, that made me realize that he wasn't dead is that I seen his chest like going up and down, but he looked in bad shape. I did think he was very, very hurt, yo. I was like, wow, man. Khan was sent to the shadow realm, the outer limits, bro. He was sent to the shadow realm, Mr. Collar, the outer limits, the sunken place. The dude was the movie Get Out. That place that he was going, that's where Khan was at when Canelo lowered that boom on him. I cannot believe he allowed them to convince him to go bother Canelo Alvarez with a man punching that hard. I just don't understand why Khan would do that. Man, yo, if his chin was glass, he shattered that into a million pieces. No lie. Like that, man, yo. I'm surprised his head didn't come off his body, yo. And man, he punched. That's so disrespectful, yo. Like he took years of Khan life with that. Man, can't nobody tell me different. You don't just be the same after getting, like, your whole life had to flash before your eyes. Like everything he ever been through flashed between every fight he ever had, he seen. Like, ain't no way, man. Ain't no way. When you get knocked out like that, you can't ask for no rematch. None of that. You gotta shoot him. Shoot him. Don't ever fight. Don't, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, Amir Khan, man. And I heard you got money. I don't know why you went and did that. Fight Wilder for 40 million around the fall. If he tapped me, I'll be the best actor that night if ever existed. Yo, one jab, feet, one jab, one of them jabs. Boop. Yeah, it was over. It's over. Khan saw the light, past, present, future, saw different dimensions, man. I'm telling you, turn Khan chin back to sand. Bro ain't have to do him like that. I said, man, that's lethal, bro. Like, that's the level of disrespect that was in that Khan punch. It was on another level, bro. You don't punch nobody in their face like that, bro. You don't do nobody like that, Canelo. It's like Canelo saved up all the punches that Khan was landing through the rounds. Because remember, he was beating Canelo face up, tapped combinations, ripping him. I'm like, damn, it's looking good. But I kept noticing Canelo wasn't really throwing no punches, and he kept, like, you know, bobbing and weaving, closing the gap. I'm like, I see what he doing. He gonna try to knock him out. he threw that last punch out. I'm like, oh man, he hit him. I'm like, jeez, man. Like, man, yo. I know he got kids and everything. I hope his kids ain't see that, yo. Canelo, you bogus for doing that, bro. You bogus for doing that. That's all. You no way in hell you were supposed to get in there with that man. So cross-eyed jab me and fold like a lawn chair. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all punched that like button for your bro one time. He was talking crazy. So I say y'all sock that like button out one time. Easy 40 mil. I'm telling you, bro. And that's all I'm saying. And I just, so we all know, salute to J Rocks for always coming in here and knowing how to have a conversation and not being personal. Like, I appreciate people like that have a stance and stand on it, and they able to, like, have a conversation that's able to, know what I mean? So salute to J Rocks, man. Salute to him, man. But yeah, man, I did agree with Oscar. I see some regression. And again, you're 60 plus 17 fight veteran, bro. I mean, 17-year pro. You gonna have some wear and tear and some regression, and you gonna slow down a bit just naturally. You're not superhuman, right? You get what I'm saying? So I don't think Oscar was hating. I don't think that was sour grapes. I think that was real talk right there. I think Oscar was saying some real stuff. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that, because I feel like some of the things Oscar said, he always felt that way. I just think it was a lot easier for him to say these things now that he's no longer in business with Canelo Alvarez. So it's easier to talk a little bit crazier. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what we getting from him, man. He's just talking a little crazy. Salute to the fam. My bad, y'all. I ain't mean to have y'all staring at my avatar that long, y'all. Salute to the family. Y'all punch that like button, man. We gonna cook for a little while longer, man. So look, let's get into it, man. I seen y'all seen this part in the title, and it's just worth it. It's a discussion. And again, you know, I asked the question, did Bradley duck Floyd? You know what I'm saying? And I seen this interview that Timothy Bradley did, where he talked about it. You get what I'm saying? And he turned down, Tim Bradley turned down 10 million. I mean, not 10 million, 8 million to fight Floyd, and he took 4 million to fight Pacquiao. But you know, some people don't care about the conversation, so they gonna just go straight to duck. And again, I'm gonna ask the question because I seen that's what people was looking at it as. He ducked him, and I think it's a little bit more complex than that. I think you gotta deep dive and try to really have a conversation centered around that. I don't think it's just as black and white as, oh, Tim Bradley ducked him, even though it might seem like it. But when you really think and you explore the situation a little bit, you might have a different answer. It's not just black and white. It's him ducking him, man. We're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna play that clip from Bradley in the interview where he was talking about it. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he said, and then I'm gonna give y'all my just due on it. You know what I'm saying? And CANELO, my bro, putting that color in the chat. Much love, much appreciation, man. Truly appreciate the support, fam. Why, like BENAVIDEZ, he takes on all comers, and it's not for clout at all, at all. He calls people out, and he doesn't have fights lined up and actually tries to make fights. Who just do keep growing. I'm supporting, man. Much love, much appreciation to you, CANELO, man. And you always here, man. Appreciate you, bro. You got to get your just due as well, man. Salute to my bro, CANELO, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, God. Salute to my bro, man. Appreciate you. He shut Con Electric off, man. Gas, electric, lights, everything, man. He ain't have nothing on, man. You can hear the mouse pissing on cotton. And after he knocked that boy out, man, that was a hellacious knockout, man. Same side of the street, how ironic. and again, just to piggyback off that real quick, Mr. Carver, the side of the street, bro. The fact that Ryan and Tank making that fight happen and they on what people would call two separate sides of the streets, I feel like the whole side of the street thing is like scrap now. Now we could put it to bed because it don't exist, right? And they showed you that. And I think the reason we get in this fight is because them two fighters really wanted it. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what it really boils down to. And I heard David Benavidez allude to that in the interview as well. He said fights happen when the two fighters really want it. Forget politics, business, all that stuff aside. He's saying like they find a way to work all those things out when they really want to fight. And I feel like it's a lot of truth to that. It's a lot of truth to that. And I could level with Benavidez when he say that. You know what I'm saying? But man, what happened to Anthony Sims Jr.? I thought he was the next big thing. I mean, he's still 28. Yeah, he slowed down. Fate. He's like he take a couple losses and they slow down. I'm gonna pull him out. I remember him, bro. I remember him. Let me pull him up. Let me just ask. Let me just see real quick though. I remember him too. The Magician. Yeah, he only 23-2 with 20 knockouts, bro. And you know what I mean? He never been stopped. You get what I'm saying? He lost to Zach Chelly. Oh wow, I don't know who the hell. Yeah, he lost to some people that he shouldn't have lost to though. That's what that is though. That's what that is. But he only got them 2 losses, Fate, and he only 28. He got a good record. But I think the opposition is not the toughest. You know what I'm saying? Dudes got to be more willing to test themselves instead of trying to run their records up and pad them records. That's why I could appreciate fighters like Cool Boy Steph that get it out the mud and really go for it. And really, like, he challenged himself tough from, early on in his career. 3 fights into his career, he already was taking challenges. So it's crazy when you hear guys not put the respect on Cool Boy name that they should, knowing his resume. Like, you get what I'm saying? They say he fought nobodies, then they disrespect everybody that he beat. It's just weird, man. It's weird, man. But he's definitely a throwback fighter, and he fight everybody, man. Big facts. If both fighters want it, it'll happen, man. All facts, Keys. All facts. Salute to my bro, CANELO. Much love to you again, Brody. Ashley's Corner. What's good, cuzzo? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Connor's beef for life with CANELO sleeping in front of people. Yeah, he made a historic clip but getting sent to heaven in front of the fam jumping. Man, I'm telling you, he put him in meme land forever, Fate. Meme land, bro. Meme land. So he can't fight back. Right. Late, but in the tense, you ain't never late. Always on time, cuz I appreciate you stopping through as well, man. Sim should be Angulo. Yeah, that was the one that put the first loss on his record, Angulo. And then he lost to a guy that was 12-1-1. Zach Chelly. Yeah, he lost to this dude Zach. Yeah, that chipped him up. So let's see, man. He ain't fought his last fight. He fought this year, Fate. He fought this year, actually. He fought February. He fought in February. February 11th, bro. He fought, Fate, and he lost. He lost that fight to be big in order to make the fight across the street. Ryan and Tango are the biggest in the promotional companies they're at. That's different. Yeah, but you see where I'm going, bro? It at least give you hope, right? You get what I'm saying? Cause look, right off the bat, now you hear De La Hoya. Now you know he be capping sometimes too, as the young kids that say. They call it capping, right? Capping. He'll lie every now and then, or he'll say some things and don't really mean it, right? But he's talking about, Munguia and Charlo, and see, you get what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like once you kind of tear down that invisible barrier, it could be the start of new things. I think people just got to push for it, and you got to always be able to go back, because you got a real example to go back and lean on and say, hey, look, y'all did it over here for them. Why y'all can't do it for us? You get what I'm saying? And I want to see more prospects fighting prospects, man, because, hey, just like Kid Austin say, we can't all be top prospects, man. Somebody got to fight, and I couldn't agree with that more. So I just want to see more guys start mixing it up earlier in their careers, and I noticed that a lot of the prospects, they be on separate sides of the streets, and I feel like if they can make this happen, people need to, start wanting to do business with each other and just get the people the fights, man. Give us the fights. But I get you, though. I know the difference for sure. Cecil Jackson, what's good with it, Cecil? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you pulling up. So the fight, he wasn't his usual self. He looked slower against Zach. Yeah, right. He do, because Anthony Sims could fight. Eli Harris, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through, Brody. The money is there. They turned down the Charlo fight. Right. You get what I'm saying? The money has to be there. Oh, yeah, for sure. And you feel like if the fight makes sense enough, right, it got to be some money in it for them, right? Because, you want the fighters to get compensated, and paid their worth. But, man, I just try to have the conversations that allude to the fact that there are not as many reasons in boxing that they would want you to think as to why they shouldn't give us fights. The reasons they give us is garbage, size of the street. Like, think about that. I was saying that a couple of weeks ago when I first started saying that. Will somebody please get me the address to this side of the street and show me what location, what city is it in, where is it at, so I can go visit this historic landmark, because this is, undeniably one of the sole purposes for us not getting a fight. One of the sole reasons. This side of the street, there's got to be a historic landmark. Somebody please show me where it's at. I need directions so I can go visit it. You get what I'm saying? Somebody please point me in a direction. I need to go take a selfie there or something. You know what I'm saying? That this alleged side of the street that's stopping us from getting quality fights. I hate it, bro. I hate it. What it really is everybody that the powers that be, everybody don't be in it for to see the sport be the absolute best. Everybody's not in it to get the fans the absolute best. Now, I feel like you always got a fair number of people that's in the sport working towards that goal, right? But I think far too often guys that are in position are guys that just more hell-bent on lining their pockets than giving us the best absolute fights. And that pisses me off, because we have to pay for this stuff. I'm not sitting up here stealing every fight. If I sat up here and never paid for no fight, never went to no fight, just sat up here and streamed and stole every fight, I probably would never be having these conversations, bro. But facts remain, I really do spend my money. I really don't mind spending the money on the fights. I actually enjoy it when I get my money's worth. You get what I'm saying? So I'm going to always speak on the side of the consumer and speak for us getting the most for our money. Because let's be honest, y'all. With pay-per-views being $70, $75, $80, all these different prices, how much stuff could you do in today's? How much stuff could you rather be spending your money on than a card of boxing that you didn't want to see? You get what I'm saying? So they gotta meet us halfway, bro. Sometimes we be a little unreasonable and impatient as fans, but that's because of how we've been treated as fans. They got to start treating us like our money matter, because our dollar due. They can't get paid. None of these dudes get paid if we don't buy these fights. We all start stealing them. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not an advocate for nobody stealing no fight. But I'm just saying, this is part of the reason why people do it. You get what I'm saying? Give us the fights, bro. That's all. Y'all punched that like button one time. I told y'all the like button was talking crazy, man. I told him my chat ain't no sucker. So Y'all, I'll sock him out if I was y'all. You hear that Rosado fight is off? Wow. Nah, I didn't hear that. Zordo missed weight. That's why it's all because he missed weight. How he must have missed weight terribly. He couldn't made it. 13-13, no smoke lane. Right, OG. Right. Sometimes you have to lose money in investments to make money. Boxing as a whole suffers because of the size of the street. So I feel it. They have to invest in the sport for it to grow. You get what I'm saying, bro? And again, investing in the sport in an effort to see it grow I'm right on par with that, bro. You get what I'm saying? We right on par with that. And we're able to help them help it grow because we here supporting it. We here talking about it every single day. Like I say this all the time, y'all. Just think about this. Boxing come on the weekends. And it'll be every now and then a weekend to come, you won't get no boxing. But we here talking it every single day, yo. Every single day, keeping it live, keeping the conversations going. You know what I'm saying? Doing it the right way. You get what I'm saying? The least they could do is just give us something that we want. That's all I'm saying. Just give us what we paid for. Get what I'm saying? Give us what we paid for. What we won, what we paid for. Undercard boxing. What's good with it, bro? How you feeling? He came in 12 pounds over. I knew it was something bogus. He bogus, man. Undisciplined, bro. You fresh off a law. I wonder how much mentally was he hurt by the loss to Beevil? Because it sounds like he ain't really trained. There's no way. 12 pounds over, that's way too much, bro. I should make a sure one on. Appreciate you, Keys. Appreciate you. You've been knowing it too, man. 8 pounds. Watching the Big Baby Miller tomorrow. Word. Salute the Big Baby Miller for staying at it. 8 pounds. Wow, man. That's disgusting, bro. He had to be like not in his right state of mind, yo. And I'm just thinking in terms of weight loss, cutting that weight. He must have still been in his own head from the last loss because that's unlike him, I believe, to miss weight, especially that much. 8 pounds, bro. Purposely fight 2 weight classes overweight. Ass. Don't come in here telling no truths. Come in here telling the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't like us telling the truth. Zordo missed weight by 12 pounds. Mr. Holmes, salute family. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? He said 12. 8, 12 is still crazy. Which one is it, though, family? Is it 8 or 12? Damn, Zordo, you trying to kill little ass dude. He was trying to kill Rosado, and Rosado was game, man. I wanted to see that because I wanted to see how it was going to play out. I said Zordo on points because I don't think he would have knocked Rosado out. 12 pounds, bro. That's bogus. Man, did he train? Like, did you even train? Like, I ain't going to say you ain't train at all, but, bro, what kind of training was you? 12 pounds? What kind of miscalculation is that? Nigga, balloons up over 200 pounds. OG called him Lardo Ramirez. Oh, man. Lardo Ramirez. Yeah, they saying the fight is off. Ash. It's JoJo the main event. The fight is off. Wow, man. Damn, that's through the movie says you can't handle the truth. Right, you can't handle the truth. OG called him Lardo Ramirez, man. That's a real one. That's a good one, OG. That's a good one. That's the original joint right there, OG. That's the original joint right there. Original joint. Lardo Ramirez, man. Oh, man. That's disgusting, though, man. We got to do better in the sport, man. You can't do that. You can't do it like that. Like, they don't care. They just accepted it, man. Right. Like, you had to know. Like, you wasted everybody's time, bro. You went through I don't even know. Say he went through a whole training camp. Well, he spent the time that you have in the whole training camp. I don't think he spent his whole training camp training now. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Zordo, man, listen, I want to know if he's still in his head, like any type of depression or something from losing his first fight of his career. You get what I'm saying? Because that sounds like something you didn't properly train and prepare yourself because you was, I don't know, in your own way, in your own head or something. I don't know. Like maybe you was stressed out from losing or something. I don't know. This is weird. But Lardo Ramirez is goated right there, man. That's one right there. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, facts. There are weight classes for a reason. And he's a big guy, yo. Zordo is not a small dude. It's not a small dude, man. Zordo is not a small dude. Hopefully they don't cancel the card. I hope not. I hate to see whole cards get canceled because of somebody unprofessionalism, bro. Man. Yeah, Beevil, man. I'm telling you, undercard. He did something. Yeah, Keys been on it, man. Salute to my bro, man. Salute the Keys to the game boxing. Y'all sub to the bro if y'all haven't. Undercard. Let's sub up to the content creators. That's how we grow. with the family, with the help of y'all, man. So salute to everybody that's supporting the grind, man, because this content creating space is a hell of a grind. Take a lot of time. It might not be as easy as people make it look, even though it seems like you just talking, but it's some real effort, some real thought and work that goes into this, man. So I appreciate all y'all for supporting the grind and the vision, man. And we're gonna keep rolling. I always gotta say that, make sure I make time to say that to the family, man. Because it's definitely important that we support one another. And as it goes for me too, it's a two-way street over here. I support y'all as well. Y'all got something going on that needs support, man, y'all feel free to let me know. DM me, hit me up, let me know. I'm on Twitter now. I'm on Facebook, Instagram. Y'all can catch me everywhere, man. Just hit your boy. Don't hesitate to hit me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he trained on tacos and burrito. No, I'm telling you, yeah, I'm telling you, chimichangas, man, empanadas, churros, everything, man. That's that good eating, OG. Seattle Rick 206, salute family. How you feeling, bro? Much love to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Much love for the support, family. Left not one pot full. Fact Storm. Nah, man, the card in New England tomorrow. There's a card in New England tomorrow. Keys to the game, King of the Blue. Salute to my Brody, always showing love, always putting that color in the chat as well. Salute to my brother.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to you, man. AB got to give your just due. Much love, much appreciation to everybody in that super, man. And in the Cash App, man. I do appreciate all the support, man. Trust me. Don't go unnoticed. And your boy Just appreciate y'all supporting the grind and the vision, man. And this is why I grind, man. Y'all letting me know that my words are reaching some people, and we are getting something collectively as a whole out of these conversations and these builds. Because you know I'm all about the build. We all about the build over here. Salute to Seattle Rick. Showing much love too, man. Lucas Brown versus Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Let's watch it, man. Let's tune in and watch Big Baby Miller. Good thing for Gay. Hopefully he still gets paid. Right. Something, right? You know what I mean? I like Rosado. He a throwback fighter. He fight everybody, bro. Rosado fight everybody. Undercard boxing. For my guy, Keys to the Game Boxing. Much love. I love when y'all do that, man. Appreciate just how y'all support each other, supporting the content creators. I salute and appreciate every last one of y'all that supports this grind and supports us content creators, man. Y'all make it possible for us to get up here every day and do this and keep, you know what I mean, pushing out this content. It ain't the easiest, but I'm up for the job. I'm up for the task. That's why I'm here every day. I try not to even take a day off, y'all. If y'all notice, and like I said, salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punched that like button one time. He was talking crazy. Like I said, I told him my chat ain't no sucker. So y'all sock the like button out when y'all see his ass today. You know what I'm saying? But much love to everybody that continues to support the grind, man. Y'all the reason we get up here and continue to grind every day. I mean, I'm just going to keep putting out this work, and we're going to keep grinding and growing together, man. So much love to everybody.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, man. I like Gabriel Rosado, man. That dude really a fight anybody, man. Anybody, Kid Chocolate, Gennady Golovkin, like, dude was about to fight Zordo. Like, he fight everybody. Yo, Rosado fight everybody. He fought Jaime McGee. Like, bro fight everybody. He fight everybody. Yo, that's why with or without a loss, that's a guy that I could still support. Like, that's not somebody, I don't know how many people still rock with him heavy, but I do. I like Gabriel Rosado because I've never seen a fight that he didn't try. I've never seen him lay down in a fight. I've never seen him tuck his tail and just not. I've never seen it. No matter how he lose or how tough it. Like, how many dudes do you see be pouring blood all over their face and they getting mad because they thinking about stopping the fight, like the doctors, and he getting mad because he still want to fight. Like, you literally got to save that guy from himself, yo. And he a tough dude, and he'd take you the distance. You ain't gonna just get in there and smoke him and knock him out. You know what I'm saying? So I would have wanted to see how he would have tested Zordo coming off this loss. You get what I'm saying? It would have been real interesting. Salute to my bro Undercard. Appreciate you, bro. Mr. Kyler, man. Jersey. Love, man. Salute to Jersey, man. Appreciate you, man. Showing that love from one Jersey into the next, man. Much love. Salute to the hometown jersey, and salute to my bro, Mr. Kyler, putting that color in the chat. Telling my daughter name is Kyler, bro, by the way. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Kyla is how she spell it too. Salute to the bro, putting that love in the chat, that color in the chat. Salute to everybody, that super chat, that cash app. Don't go unnoticed, man. Y'all supporting the grind. This is why I continue to do it, and we're going to continue to push, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, well, I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you. You say Gabe has lost 16 fights. It's amazing. He still gets fights. And you know why, Kello? That's because he always in a fight. He always make it a fight. Like, even if he losing, he going to test the fighter that he in there with. He going to get the fans a fight that's worth watching. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say my support is deeper than the win or a loss. Or pardon me, my voice keep going out, man. I hate that. Pardon me, y'all. Zoom verse, what's good with him, my bro Zoom? Appreciate you pulling up. Let me drop a flame for you. Much love to my bro Zoom. Appreciate you, Mr. Colin. Much love, bro. Appreciate that. Yes, man. In case I forgot, I take lullabies everybody from 130 to 140. My bro said what he said. You know how I go. Rosado, Philly in the building. Facts, man. I like Rosado. He's tough as they come, bro. Salute to you, Brody. Much love, much appreciation, man. To you and the rest of the gang, man, the fam. Dave is a gatekeeper and a damn tough one, right, Ash? And he'll be there to test you. He'll be there to give you a run for your money. You know what I'm saying? He'll take you some rounds and give you an entertaining fight. You get what I'm saying? Because he's not going to come in there and lay down for nobody, you know? And that's one thing I could appreciate about him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't coming to lay down at all. Might not win him, but he gonna try, bro. Bro gonna try. Bro is gonna try. Gabe versus Jamal Charlo return fight just announced. You serious? Rosado? You talking about Rosado undercard, or are you joking? Because I'm itching to see Charlo back in the ring. Yeah, that's my guy. I like Charlo. Yeah, I don't know where all this disdain came in for him at with people, but I don't know. I just ain't one of them people. I rock with Jamal Charlo heavy, y'all. I really do. Oh, he's joking. Yeah, man. I'm about to say, damn, they did that, or that would have been quick, right? But they did say something about him coming back in June, so I'm hoping that's the case because I do want to see him. I do want to see him back in the ring for sure, soon as possible. Cuz, what's going on, Cuz? Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling? What's going on with you, Cuz? One of my favorite cousins. One of my absolute favorite people. Let me make sure I got you wrenched up, Cuz. Let me get you a wrench. This right now. 2 seconds, y'all. My bad, y'all. Y'all punch that like button for me, man. One time, man. We're going to keep cooking, y'all. We're going to keep cooking. I got you. There you go. That'll be a good fight. Yeah, man. Good comeback fight. Good get back fight. I love you too, cuz. You know it. Love you back. Love you right back. I love you more. Appreciate you stopping through as well. But yeah, yeah, I root for Jamal Charlo, and I just want to see him get back in the ring, preferably sooner than later, because he's been out long enough. And I think it's time for him to get back some of, some of that respect that people seem to have lost from and forgotten about how dangerous of a fighter that he was and how dangerous of a fighter that he's been, and how good of a fighter that he's been. Like, again, he ain't got the craziest resume, right? And he got a ton of things left still to prove in the sport, right? But that's okay. You know what I'm saying? This is why we had the fights. This is why he's working so hard to get himself back in the ring, right? So he could pick up where he left off, man, because he got some unfinished business, no doubt. And I personally want to see him back in the ring because I think it's a ton of people that going to have to put a lot more respect on this man's name moving forward. You just going to have to, like, and I know you can't, when you Charlo, they ain't gonna give you nothing, right? You gotta take it, you gotta take everything they give you. So it's gonna be no different in this situation. Charlo ain't gonna be given nothing. He gonna have to go out there and take it. If he want the respect back from the people, he's just gonna have to go out there and fight the guys that people think he can't beat. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what he'd do. I don't see Charlo being no sucker fighter. I don't think he no scary fighter or none of that. I think he a damn good fighter. I think he a real fighter, and he gonna show a lot of people that. He gonna show a lot of people that when the opportunity presents itself. That's what I feel. I'm optimistic. I'm a supporter of Jamal Charlo, both Charlo brothers, and I rock with him. And like I said, I just don't understand why he gets as much flack as he do. But I mean, it's the sport of boxing, right? You know what I mean? I think Regis getting a belt and Oshaki Farsi getting a belt help push the Texas boys right. It do. It was against Caleb Plant. How about Benavidez versus Charlo or the next fight for Benavidez? I mean, you know what? But Charlo had to get to 168 first. Salute to my cuz. Much love. Love you, cuz. Appreciate that super sticker, man. Much love. Putting that color in the chat. Let me get a cuz. Her just do. Appreciate you, my cuz.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to you. Salute to, man. Let me get your just due twice, cuz. Much love. Love your cousin.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Salute to that's my real family too, right there, by the way, y'all. So I appreciate her coming in, showing love like that. Appreciate you. David Morrell waiting for Plant versus David Winter. Right, Morrell wants smoke with everybody. I mean, whoever he can get in there with first, he gonna get in there with. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to see people honor these fights. You know what I'm saying? If Caleb Plant and David Benavidez Winter is supposed to get a shot at Canelo, you know, like I said, I'm gonna pick my boy Plant because so many of y'all going with Benavidez, so I'm gonna pick Plant to make it interesting. I truly don't have a dog in the race. You know what I'm saying? I like both fighters. I support both, but, you know, I'm just going to pick Caleb Plant, like I said, to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like the winner directly deserves a shot at Canelo Alvarez. Like, it's no ands, it buts, and maybes. It's none of that. And he's already, and just think about something, y'all. Just let me highlight something. This guy said he's not fighting no Mexicans. We know who they call a Mexican monster. We all know that. He said he's not fighting no Mexicans, right? Then when they asked him who's going to win out of Plant and Benavidez, he said Benavidez. So, but then he's also saying like his next fight is John Ryder. Then after that, Dimitri Bivol. If he don't get the Bivol fight, then he's going to look in another direction. So just think about what he's saying. His next fight, ain't the winner of Caleb Plant and David Benavidez how it should be. He's talking about already fighting Bivol again or something like that. Now, I think part of me feel like he's just using his name because he feel like people will respect his decision to go back in there with Dimitri Bivol, seeing as that how handily he got beat the first time. But part of me just feel like he's using his name, man. He's just using the name. I'm gonna be shocked, Joe, if he get back in there with Dimitri Bivol. And I don't think Bivol gonna go down to 68 and fight him for undisputed. I know he mentioned it, but I don't expect him to do that. And I also heard him speak and say like that fight wasn't as interesting to him no more. So who knows if Bivol gonna even take that rematch, if he gonna even waste his time. Because if I was Bivol, I'd be trying to become undisputed at 175 instead of wasting my time. Unless he just want another payday, then cool. Get you a payday, go get your money. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know, man. I would rather see him go for undisputed than fight Canelo again. But I just don't think Bivol is a guy that Canelo could beat. Stylistically, I think that's a tough style matchup for him. And I think Bivol is big enough. He's strong enough. I think he hit hard enough. And he do a lot of the things well enough to always give Canelo fits. And at this point in his career, he's a bit more lazy and complacent than what he once was some years ago. So I think as a result, he's not going to change a lot in that rematch. And the reason I think that, just think about it. We seen him fight Golovkin. We seen him fight Bivol, and we seen him fight Golovkin. Those two fights didn't look a lot different offensively for Canelo. The only difference was the opponent that he was in there with. He was in there with Triple G. That stuff that worked in there with Triple G, or the stuff that didn't work with Bivol, it worked with Triple G. You get what I'm saying? But it wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work for Bivol. So he looked the same to me for 24 rounds because both fights went the distance. I didn't see a lot of adjustments. I didn't see a ton of changes. I just see a guy that if he can catch you early and knock you out early, he gonna try. If not, then he slow down a bit after he shoot his load, swinging for the fences, and then he seemed to go through the motions and just do enough to win the fight. That's what it seemed like to me. He don't seem like a guy that's necessarily willing to take the chances to make the fight exciting the way they used to be. You get what I'm saying? If he can't just walk you down, get close, land a few body shots or power shots, knock you out, then he ain't. You get what I'm saying? He just gonna go through the motions. He's not gonna look that impressive. I just think Desert Storm avoided Money Mayweather because Tim Bradley started winning his titles at 140 pounds. For those already at 47. Y'all give me 2 seconds, y'all. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds, family. My bad, family. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Boy, making it 8 rounds to 4. I'm about to have Fred Sanford, big one. My man said, plant just playing. Tim Brad. Oh, yeah. All right, bad. My bad, y'all. Pardon me. I had to take care of something real quick. But Tim Bradley, Uncle Thomas, Doug Floyd stopped the cap. So we're going to talk about it, right? I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the video. I'm gonna play it. Bivol versus Callum Smith was a good fight. Yeah, it'll be a good fight stylistically because Callum Smith probably wouldn't be scared to fight him back the way he was scared to fight Canelo back. I just didn't like the way he fought to be a guy that's 6 foot. What is he? 6'3", 6'4", whatever. Callum Smith, tall lad. He just was a tall punching bag that night. He taking a fight serious. I better put. Oh, I never heard Benavidez. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kelo, man, he looking in the best shape of his life, bro. He looking in the best shape of his life, yo. He looking in the best shape of his life. David Benavidez. Plant gonna take that, but I got faith in Plant. He looks more composed and ready, in my opinion. Less emotional and more locked in, bro. He definitely do. Definitely do. David going to look like he's stuck in the mud. Man, that's going to be a good fight. I think we're going to have one of the best fights of the year because those two dudes is in the best shape that I think they've been in. You get what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all punch that like button for me one time, man. I told you he was talking crazy. Comments versus Jose Ramirez. Oh, Comey versus Jose Ramirez, March 25th. Bet. I just can't believe he found a way not to fight Regis and fought Richard Comey, knowing the kind of fight Richard Comey just fresh off a draw, I believe, against Pedraza, I believe it was. Remember what I was saying about the screenshot this? What's that, Akello? With David Benavidez? He taking his fight very serious, bro. That's the best shape I ever seen him in. And I don't think he overtrained or nothing. I just didn't expect him to look that much in shape. And, still got a little ways, from the fight. So he in great shape right now. Jay Reddy, what's good, my bro? Salute to you. Boxing 101, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Usman tomorrow, rematch tomorrow. So now who fighting tomorrow? Oh, that fight is Leon Edwards, and you said Usman, right? That's a trilogy. That'd be the third time they fought, right? Because of what? Who's fighting tomorrow? I'm slipping, y'all. Undercard, who we got tomorrow, bro? I'm slipping, y'all. Who we got tomorrow? Because I call that main event fight. I usually do that like with the UFC. I'll be doing my boxing, and then usually the boxing cards go off early enough for me to get, call the main event in UFC. Yeah, he looks like Mizukaya. He look like he in the best shape of his life, bro. He like he in the best shape of his life. Where he do? He usually walks around 230. And it's truth to that because he was 230 pounds when Mama's boy sparred him. Was it Mama's boy? Hold on. It was Mama's boy or Lonnie B. One of them two. They was about 230 pounds. I think it was Lonnie B. Say trash. Well, this weekend event in boxing, guess it would be the UFC. Oh, it's Pedraza. Yeah, Pedraza he fought last. So who we got? Yeah, I bet boxing 101. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna call that fight. I'm gonna call that one. Better be gonna start Callum early. Man, I think he gonna beat him up. And salute to my bro Ant Jones. Appreciate you pulling up, man. They just canceled the Zordo fight. Right, that fight is off. Is the whole card canceled though, bro? Did they get the whole card up out of there? They canceled the DAZN card. Man, that's corny, man. So we doing UFC tomorrow. So we ain't got no boxing tomorrow. Is that what y'all telling me? Damn, man. I'm at withdrawals, man. They acting crazy. I'm gonna have to find a way to watch some boxing, man. They tripping. I need some boxing. I need my daily boxing fix, man. Weekend to weekend. They be gonna surprise a lot of people. I can't wait. Hey, man, Seattle Rick, bro. He looking great shape, man. Like, I'm already surprised by the shape that he's in. You know what I'm saying? So I just know that's going to end up being a damn good fight because them dudes both won it. You know what I'm saying? Me boxing 101. Oh, all right, Fate. Damn, my bad. My bad, Fate. My Brody. Appreciate the extra view, Fate. Appreciate you, my guy. I ain't even know the battle of the Big Lucas versus Big Baby Miller. Right. That's what I guess that's what we watching, right? Tomorrow's the UFC, just right. It's just the UFC at this point. Also, DAZN Newcastle card. Yeah, plant by decision. I feel you. Kello, salute to my bro, man. We got boxing, just not big names. Right, I'll still watch some boxing as long as it ain't got to be big names, but it got to be quality fights. Like, you get what I'm saying? We supporters of the sport. Like, I try to support all boxing, man, as much as I can watch. You know what I'm saying? And, I like to support the guys that don't have the bigger names as well, too. You know what I'm saying? Because they all need love, but I support boxing as a whole. But, man, while we still in here, man, so what y'all think about this news with the WBC ordering this interim title fight between Ugas and Barrios? Who y'all got with this Ugas and Barrios fight? How y'all thinking, man? If Ugas still got something left in the tank, which I feel like he do, and it's that Spence loss didn't take too much out of him, I think he should be okay to put forth a good fight. But I'm telling you now, the Barrios looked good in his last fight to me. I know he had the craziest opponent in there, but he looked exceptionally solid in that last fight, man. Barrios put a beating on Giovanni Santiago. 8 round. He put an 8-round beat down on bro, man. Put an 8-round beat down on him. Got boxing talking to the main event. Right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna do it. We got it. We on it, Fate. We gonna rock it out, man. Send it to you back. Barrios versus Ugas. They called me on guard. That's what I'm saying. I think that's a good fight to discuss. I made a short video on it, but we still could discuss it because it's always worth a discussion before we get out of here on this Good Friday. We're gonna talk about that. Damn, I meant to play this interview from Tim Bradley. But look, people saying that Tim Bradley ducked. Some people were saying he ducked Floyd. But I feel like it was more complex than that. I feel like had he not done that, it's because nothing is guaranteed in boxing, right? So say he would have went ahead and made that move, he'd have messed around and made that move and never got either fight. So he'd have missed out on the opportunities to fight Pacquiao. Remember, he got 3 fights out of that situation. He'd have missed out on them opportunities just to possibly get a shot at Floyd. You get what I'm saying? And you just know in boxing, nothing is guaranteed. So Floyd was telling him, they told him, they got $8 million. You just can't resign to Bob Arum. You get what I'm saying? And he said, Tim Bradley told them, put $4 million in his account now, and he'll wait. Send him $4 million, and he'll wait for Floyd. He'll wait it out for Floyd. But then he said they basically was like they'd get back to him, and he said he never heard from him again. Ugas got power. Ain't that to slow down Barrios? I mean, he got. You know what? It's a good question, but just look at the Ugas and Sean Porter fight, bro. Think about that fight and how intense Sean Porter normally is, and he was a little more respectful against Ugas. I think Ugas on punch crazy hard, but I think he got real respectable power. I don't think you want him to keep cracking you over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Smith take out a lot out of fire. It's facts, bro. They playing at the WBC. Man, I'm telling you, BENAVIDEZ better learn to cut off the ring properly. Real talk. Ugas going to win, to be honest. You think so? I think this is a 50-50 fight, though. I'm going with Barrios. I'm telling you, Barrios, I think, going to give a better fight than people think, for sure. He got another title shot at the belt. Right, because it's an interim title shot. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Can't stand that family over there talking on plants. Like, dude, yeah, you already know. I ain't rocking with that ever, too. Pleased with the improvements David has made. Yeah, Seattle Rick, I see you out there in the win. Salute to you, man. And salute to them. You was in the camp chilling there. I seen some pictures, man. I seen you flicking it up out there, man. Barrios got to take privileges when you fight him. Get way more opportunities, right? Both have good jabs, right? So I feel you don't support dudes talking about people's children. Right. I get you. And his pops is bogus. Papa is bogus. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro Undercard. Appreciate that, man. I'm gonna check that out too, because I gotta make sure I stay on point with the cause. You think Barrios coming with some smoky? Right. But Ugas pulls it off. I could see that, but remember, man, Barrios a long guy, man. He can make that a tricky fight for Ugas. That's to be an entertaining fight for real, yo. I really like the fight, yo. It came out of nowhere, and I like it. I like it a lot, though. I like that fight a lot, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like that fight. I like the fight. For real, the entire card is canceled. And eliminated Cody versus Abel Ramos. I forget, Jeff. I don't know. I forget undercard. My bad. I forget if that one is a title eliminator. I forget. Yeah, no. Is the whole card out of there, yo? Probably counting size, probably. Yo, he looked good in his last fight. Fate, what you think? I think he looked good in his last fight. Barrios was letting his hands go. Yeah, they both tough, though. They both tough. They both tough, both durable. Right, Queen. Right. And that's fair because you just never know. You know how much EJ take out of people, right? So it's a real question, like how much of Ugas is coming back to the ring. You know what I'm saying? Right. And dope fight. Almost to that 300 supporter fam. If you haven't completed the channel. Oh, yeah, man. If y'all haven't, man, much love and appreciation to anybody that supports the content creators. We appreciate y'all. If y'all could sub up to my Brody Zoom, if y'all haven't already, dope person, dope content creator. You know what I'm saying? It's a 2-for-1 over there with Zoom. Salute to my bro Zoom. And that's how we get to the next level with the support of the people. I always say that because it is important. You know what I'm saying? From the likes to the shares to, you know what I mean? It's all appreciated, man. They can cancel the card. You can do some film study over Ryan by fucking tank. Right, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna find something to do, man. We're gonna have to replace the fact that they canceled that card, man. Might have to try to replace that with another good boxing conversation, y'all. We can't just sit up here with no boxing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, towards Ugas, because if he had fight Tank, I think Ugas would win. I get what you're saying. Tank tricky though, man. That man just be punching so damn hard, man. Cause you see how he knocked Barrios out and then Keith Thurman fought him and then knock him out. That dude, man, he got some real power. And I'm telling a lot of y'all, man, I did the video on who hit harder, Charlo, Plant, or Benavidez, man. I hope y'all check that video out and y'all seen what them dudes said, man. I think Plant hit harder than people think. I think Ugas gonna hurt Barrios. I feel you, Ash. What you think he'll have any crazy layover effects from the Errol Spence beatdown? How they gonna cancel the whole card because of a fat boy? Facts without getting no replacement. Well, no replacement, bro. Punching guys perfect styles for one another to take their time too. I'm telling you, bro. March 25th, title eliminator. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. It makes no sense. Yeah. Too many title eliminators. They getting crazy. Somebody ain't gonna get their shot undercard. That's what's gonna happen. I don't know about Ugas. Yeah. Yeah, Ugas. I'm trying to think if somebody ever dropped Ugas. I'm not sure. Ugas got great timing, pop, and patient. Yeah, facts. All facts. Ash. And he know how to dog it out when he need to, too. He's standing there and trade a little bit, too. So probably can be twist. I don't know either. But yeah, right. Specials. Yeah, man. Yeah, you know how that go. We don't play with the fams. Salute to my bro Seattle Rick, man. Barrios probably fresher. Yeah, that's possible too. That's why I think at the least we're gonna get a great fight out of him. You know what I'm saying? Right, Akello. I just want to know, like, you know, what's left, what he got left in him. Yeah, not that I remember either, Ash. I don't remember who guys getting dropped. And that was his only stoppage loss. And you see he had to get took out of there, you know what I mean? Because Earl was hammering on that dude. See, Ugas was Crawford. Facts, Jim. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a good one. Crawford need that get back. They fall in the amateurs. Crawford, go get your get back. Ugas will go the distance. Me too. I think he will. Check the IG. Salute to my baby girl. How you feeling? Salute to my queen. Appreciate your stuff, dude. Yeah, I punched that like button one time for me, man. We're going to cook for a little bit longer. No boxing this weekend. I need something, right? Yeah, they bugging, man. They bugging. Salute to everybody. Salute to my baby girl. Appreciate you. Josh, my brother. Was good with it. Ray Jackson dropped Ugas. Did he? Did he? Man, salute the shower. Appreciate you, Queen. Ray Jackson dropped Ugas. Okay. Let's do maybe pull up the classic fight and call it. Right. I know I should be able to do that, man. I be thinking about that, man. Like, I know it's a way it gotta be a way I could do that, man. For real. My bad, my kids and dang gone kitties. Man, but yeah, man, Kello, we gotta do something, man. We gotta do something, bro. Okay, we got Big Baby Miller and Lucas Brown fighting tomorrow. And this next gen, the zone card. What is it? The zone card or something else? Oh, next gen Patterson versus Jenkins. Got some boxing on, just not no big names. Now, and again, I don't even want to say just names. It's just like long as the fight's quality. But I see them two cards. Salute to my bro undercard. Appreciate you, bro. But yeah, well, we're gonna find something out. This fight is Barrios ready for the top of the division. I still have it. This fight will answer those questions. Absolutely. All facts, bro. All facts. Salute to everybody in the building that's still in here. You know what I mean? That really come here and sit to the end of the show. I appreciate y'all. It's love. I'm telling y'all, I appreciate y'all people. Salute to my bro undercard. Y'all sub up to undercard. Anybody that supports the content creators, that's a personal favorite to your boy. So I appreciate all y'all subbing up and you know what I mean, supporting the fan. There's Ugas a great fight back for Ugas, yeah, and I think Ugas will win if you don't have wearing damage from the Spence fighting Spence. Yeah, I'm with you. if he ain't too damaged from that, man, that's gonna be a good fight, man. That's gonna be a good fight, y'all. It's gonna be a good fight. It'll be a damn good one, man. Damn good scrap. Appreciate undercard, man. I'm gonna look into that, see if it's something I want to sit up there and call on that joint. Just JoJo main card. Okay. JoJo, okay. Cool. See the budget icing people at the arrow beats the dog out of them. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy, man, how that situation went, man. We got some boxing bet. Yeah, undercard sent me some other cards too. So we gonna work it out. JoJo is a good enough fight to call. We gonna see. We gonna make it work, man. We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out, man. We gonna figure it out. We gonna make it work. I know I'm always here on the grind. JoJo versus Jester. Yeah, Mercito, the dude that I think wasn't Ryan supposed to fight that guy as the tune-up or some shit like that. I think he was supposed to fight him at the tune-up. Jester, a good fighter. Mercito Jester. Man, that's the one that Ryan was gonna fight, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was the one Ryan was gonna fight, right? Yeah, I don't know if somebody today, Roger, do it. Somebody fight today? Is it a fight today? I didn't, not that I know of. Not one that was meaningful, you know what I'm saying? Like some fights, man, I just catch rather than call them. Like I ain't gonna call certain fights because it ain't, we'll just talk about them Jones. But yeah, man, salute to Ugas and Barrios. I hope they do make that fight. They saying they targeting it for July. So that's good news, man. That's good news. It's good to see Ugas back. Y'all know he don't duck no smoke, and he with everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to hype myself up for a right. He quick and strong. He falling ours and went to war with him. Try to hype yourself up. Try to get yourself in the mood, right? Try to get yourself in the mood for that joint. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It's all good. The first big fight of 2023 is next week. Who you got? I got Plant. I'm going with Plant, Roger, because everybody was picking Benavidez. So I said I had to pick one to make it interesting, even though I don't really truly have a dog in a race because I truly, genuinely root for both fighters and I rock with both fighters. But we're going to see, man. I'm going to go with my boy Sweet Hands, man. I'm going to go with my boy Sweet Hands, man. You know what I mean? He going to pull it off, man. Sweet Hands going to pull it off, man. Sweet Hands going to pull it off. I got Plant by late stoppage. What y'all think about dude saying Jermell Charlo hit harder than Benavidez? Not Jermell Charlo. Said Jermell Charlo hit harder than Benavidez. What y'all thinks about it, huh? What y'all thinks about it? I'll call my Brody back. Call him right back. UFC card is fired though. Yeah, and I'm gonna look to call that too, yo. I'm gonna see. We're gonna work it out, bro. We're gonna work it out because that's a good fight. That trilogy should deliver. That's gonna be a good fight. So that's gonna be worth being on for. So we're gonna make it work, man. We're gonna make it do what it do, baby. You feel me? We're gonna make it do what it do. But yeah, man, just to wrap up, man, before we get out of here, Canelo, just stand on business. We only demand that you fight in the absolute best of the division. All right, you got you a soft touch with John Ryder, cool. But after that, I mean, if you're going to fight B, we'll fight him. But don't just clout chase and use his name if you're not really going to fight him. Then I don't even want to say clout chase and just don't psych the people out because Canelo already clouted up. But don't psych the people out if you're not really going to fight him. You know what I'm saying? I think you should be looking to fight the winner out of Benavidez and Plant and honoring that situation because that's supposed to be a title eliminator. I don't understand where one of them go if they can't go after you and you got all the hardware. It just makes no sense to me. Like, and that's another thing people don't get. Like, you get to tie up a whole division. Like, think about it again, y'all. He already talking about fighting, Dimitri Bivol after John Ryder and, like, essentially holding up the division some more while you go chase another fight. Like, come on, man. What are you doing? Get the belts up there. If that's the case. So I just demand to see him in there with the best. He get paid too much. He rich as hell. Don't feel sorry for a dude that's rich like that. He a rich guy. He'll be all right if he lose. It won't be the end of the world for him. With his silk pajama having ass. You know what I'm saying? And What else? Yeah, just stand on business, man. They move if they gonna call you the face of boxing, move like the face of boxing. As far as Oscar and Eddie Hearn going back and forth, they little back and forth was funny, you know. Well, Oscar basically telling Eddie Hearn he need to learn how to build his own fighters and stop trying to steal his or something along those lines. And like I said, as it pertains to Timothy Bradley, when it came to if he ducked or not, I don't think it was as black and white as that. I think he turned it down. But again, you see what he said. They called him, told him they had $8 million, but he can't resign with Bob Arum. He told them they could send him $4 million and he'll wait for Floyd. You know what I'm saying? And it was like they'd get back to him or something like that. And he said he never heard from him again. So I think he made a decision that was actually smart in the long run, because you always know in boxing, nothing is guaranteed, and people will make you a ton of guarantees and won't stand on none of it. So I think Timothy Bradley, you know, even though it could look like he ducked him, but it's really like you turned down the opportunity that you don't know if it was 100% what you was being sold on that it was. You get what I'm saying? And we know how things go in the sport of boxing, and he would have been the one on the BS end of the stick. You get what I'm saying? He'd have been on the bad side of the stick, the short end of the stick, with missing out on, you know, not one, but 3 Pacquiao fights. So I think in the long run, it made more sense for him to go take the $4 million and fight Pacquiao instead of the $8 million for Floyd, with the Pacquiao situation being more for certain. And then, you know, they went on to have 3 fights. So, you know what I mean? Whereas with Floyd, you could have told him that and it would have messed around and never happened. Then he would have missed out on a whole lucrative opportunity or several fights, you know, 3 fights with Manny Pacquiao. So, you know, I think in the long run, he made a good decision for himself. Man, Zion League is detrimental to that organization. Posted NBA return to Seattle. Got to get it together over there. I feel you, Rick. I feel you. I believe Eric Benavidez fight his opponents are way outmatched. Yeah, a lot of times they do. D Free Sports Matchups, my Brody. What's good with it, dude? How you feeling, bro? Appreciate you pulling up. I keep you in the loop. I appreciate y'all supporting and following each other as well. David's son is definitely coming to boxer. Yeah, he taking at this dad early. Yo. I like his energy. I like the little Benavidez, man. He get busy, man. He be hitting, boxing already, man. Hitting the bag, acting like his pops, man. That's dope to see, man. That's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing, man. But man, much love to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button on the way out. I told you he was talking crazy. I told the like button my chat ain't going. So we all should be 1-0. Sock the like button out, y'all. Appreciate the dope conversation as always. It's been another dope one. We're going to keep pushing the needle, you know what I mean, and applying pressure and putting out this great content. We're going to keep working. And much love to everybody. Appreciate all y'all pulling up, staying to the end of the show. And Fate, you got to bring us home with a conclusion before I get out of here. J-Rock, salute to you, bro. Much love and much appreciation to you. Always knowing how to have a conversation, yo. It's always appreciated over here. So we just going to keep growing, y'all. Y'all share these lives when y'all can, if y'all can, for those that do. I appreciate y'all. We got work to do. We going to keep growing, man. It's only been a little over a year, so we still just getting started, essentially, right? You know what I mean? So we got a lot more work to put in, and we gonna get it done, y'all. So with that, y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday as well. And y'all know we be right back at it tomorrow with another boxing conversation. Like I said, I probably call these UFC fights. We're gonna see. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna fix it up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make everything work. All right, so much love. Let me read this conclusion. Canelo is almost over. Tim, I would have done the same. Ugas versus Barrios is a good fight. Stop sleeping on Plant Punch. And EJ is better. And that's all facts. 2 weeks notice, right? That's a wonderful thing to see. Motivates the whole gym. Go little monster. Benavidez, right. Great content, bro, even though we don't agree. And look, yeah, facts. And again, I don't never disagree with you. Notice I never tell you I disagree. Because I try to encourage people to elevate their level of conversation by understanding they don't have to disagree, because it kind of makes it personal. And I think that's how me and you are able to kind of go off each other. It's like some give and take, right? Because I don't have to disagree with you. I could just let my stance dictate if I disagree. I don't have to say the words because it makes it personal. And it's like, I'm kind of telling you wrong just to state my opinion. And I don't do that. I'll be like, I hear where you coming from. And I always try to just offer a fresh or a different perspective from a second set of eyes. And y'all know I got 4 of them. So, you know what I mean? I'll be seeing some things, you know what I'm saying? But much love to you, J-Rocks. Appreciate you showing up, showing love. Seattle Rick, undercard, my bro. Saturday Boxing. Right, we going to get there. We going to get there. Appreciate your undercard. Much love to everybody in the building. Salute to everybody in the Cash App, Super Chat, supporting the grind. This is how I'm able to get up here and grind and keep putting out this work, y'all. And we just going to keep getting it done, man. One video at a time, one upload at a time. Video CANELO could retire if you don't be want to rematch. Right, I seen that too, man. Salute to Blue Blood Sports TV. I mean, salute one of the motivators of this content creating game. Much love to y'all, though, man. Salute to everybody. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Friday as well. And if I don't come back with nothing else today, y'all know I got 2 short videos. If y'all didn't catch them, go check them out for me. Appreciate all the support, man. We just gonna keep we just gonna keep, we're gonna keep the ball rolling, man. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night, man. Family, and we're gonna get up out of here, y'all. Peace to the fam.